Oh my god, it's happening.
For real, real.
Yo, look at this gunmetal gray Link's house though. It's pretty sick.
It's almost like it's made of metal.
It's pretty sweet. Unfortunately, nothing of interest in there. Big John doing a smart thing, grabbing that sign. He's gonna probably be checking his tree pull up here.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
or not.
Maybe not.
I mean, yeah, maybe he just wanted to. He just wanted to kill that thing, you know, and that's cool.
Oh, this is a. Oh, I like this one. This is a nice palette.
I used to have hair this color. It was great.
Ooh.
Half magic. See, now oh gosh, the Bob sprite. Half magic is one of those things that, you know, I don't love to see here because it just makes things a little bit too easy, you know. It's just what's the fun in half magic?
Yeah, we definitely want to give our runners a challenge, and half magic is not part of that challenge.
I see somebody already being rather nice to Big John, giving him 5 bombs, which would be great to have while walking into Kakariko Village. I'll just throw it out there, though, that, you know, he could not have those bombs by the time he got to Kakariko Village, and that's just maybe something you guys want to think about.
Just remember that fun we talked about earlier.
And there we go. So Saku actually carrying a fish. Oh my goodness, the bomb triple. Saku carrying a fish. Not everybody, you know, does this. It's not something that you see super regularly, but you can actually sell this fish to the bottle vendor here and try and get some good stuff. Looks like she got some nice bombs out of the deal, and a few rupees, but those bombs are pretty nice to have.
Maybe a little too nice.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. Alright, so interesting route diversions already. Saku, you know, oh gosh, the lamp. What a freebie. All these rupees, the lamp, half magic. Who genned this?
This scene
I know
is
who genned
literally
it.
free.
Yeah, so free. Ooh, but John getting the first sword out of Lost Woods.
It's a very nice find.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm loving this Bob sprite on Saku's side, by the way, but the soda can is a lot of fun as well. For anybody who is not aware, there is a you know, purchasable item that you can contribute to, which is actually a sprite bidding war. So each player has a set of, I believe, 5 sprites that they can potentially be. One of which I believe is always Vanilla Link, and whichever one currently has the most credits attached to it will be the sprite that player is using. So it's always fun to go in, and if you happen to know what sprites they're more comfortable with and not, you know, it can be fun to swap them around a little bit on them.
Some sprites are much harder to play with based on how things are lined up. Like a lot of runners use the shadows of the sprites to line up, like bomb jumps, we'll say, or other techniques that they may do. And some of these sprites may not have very good shadows to line those up. Like this Bosky here, I've never seen that sprite before. But it looks like it could be tricky to play with.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that actually the shadow is the safest lineup because it's actually the same for all of the sprites. But what you'll find is that, you know, some of the sprites are positioned so differently relative to the shadow that it can be really confusing. Some of the sprites also have a little bit of a badunkadunk and make it really hard to see that shadow, and that can be a lot of fun too.
I do know that the Zelda sprite almost covers the whole shadow, so that makes it extra hard to line up.
It does. Although Saku is actually relatively used to that one because I think the Maple Queen sprite, which is her sprite, is actually the same shape as that one. Yes.
Kakariko is looking pretty dry today. Not a whole lot of good stuff for anybody here. Bunch of money, but that's about it.
Yeah, aside from the money, it's really just been the lamp. You know, so far, I think that's been the main thing. You know, if I think if you count the Lost Woods as kind of effectively being that Kakariko area, getting that sword is obviously pretty huge. And it looks like Saku got a sword upgrade at some point. Ooh, those flippers there. I'm really looking forward to like an early Ice Palace in this Inamizer seed.
With low health? It's the dream. I mean,
it is the dream. It's tons of fun for us and for them. You know, I'm sure it's also an amount of fun.
Unspecified amount of fun, yes.
Yeah, somewhere between 0 and probably just a little, but it is an amount. All right, so Saku first to finish up here in kind of the Kakariko area, so I'm expecting we'll see her head down south to do all these South Shore locations, which are also pretty item dense for early game, especially that mini Moldorm cave. But what's going to be super fun is we have no idea what's in there. It might not be mini Moldorms. In fact, it's almost guaranteed not to be mini Moldorms.
Another super fun thing, is she will likely be going up Zora Way through the whirlpool, and she's got a lot of money. I don't like that. She's got a lot of money, and she is on her way to see Zora. So I'm hoping that our wonderful chat here can do something about that.
Yeah, I would love to see some money disappearing, but preferably not before, you know, she's almost there, right? Because that's really the key, is when you got some ice physics on Saku's side. But I think we may have also gotten a sword upgrade, which is very generous. Here you can see just how tricky those ice physics can make it to do relatively simple tasks, like walk through doors, for example.
Yes, the trickiest thing in the whole game is walking through doors on ice.
Yeah, final door boss is serious. This palette is so weird because it actually, I thought there was water there for some reason.
No, but that's a good idea. We should pass that one along too. Water physics.
Oh gosh, that would be really interesting.
Those aren't Moldorms at all. Well,
I'm shocked we actually got one actual mini Moldorm in here, but the rest being those little mini Helmasaurs, which are just jerks, to say the least.
I love them. I think my favorite mini Helma is the one on Laser Bridge, or right before Laser Bridge, rather.
Oh yeah, that one's a bro. That one is super cool. He never screws you up at all.
Never.
Fire Rod.
The second one on the Hammerjump Bridge. He's another.
Yeah, yeah, that one can be fun. I see Saku has been sent the bug net, as well as the Cane of Burna. Fun fact: Saku loves both of those items, so we'll probably be looking to see some Swaganim bug net strats at some point. My dear friend, she is the only person I know who is actually better at the Aghanim fight with the bug net than she is with the sword. Oh gosh, but John finding the mirror over in Aghanim's cave.
Good find.
Yeah, I especially like that find because it might take us to some more dangerous places early.
Like Death Mountain?
I mean, that's the dream. You know, who knows what's up there?
Still need a few items to get up there, but that's definitely somewhere that we could use it. Somewhere that could be considered a danger zone.
Maybe we'll get the flute, and then we could ask that duck to fly them to the danger zone.
And then we could deactivate said duck so that they can't fly away.
Yeah, I think that all sounds great to me.
I'm on board with that.
So a name in the chat, which I'm not going to say, is asking, what in the world is this game mode? This is an enemizer seed, which is an additional process that we can run on randomizer seeds. And it actually shuffles all of the enemies. It also messes with the color palettes. Oh, there's the book on the Hylia Island. Messes with the color palettes, and I believe we also have pot shuffle on, which actually means that all of the pots in various rooms and dungeons and things like that are actually shuffled as well. And where that becomes particularly interesting is because anytime you have a switch under a pot, that switch is shuffled. It's somewhere else in that room, so that can lead to some fun circumstances.
Fun. Ooh, the moon pearl at Hobo. What a gentleman.
Oh, baby.
Alright, and I think after this, both of our runners will be going up to Zora Way, so if you're looking to take some of those rupees away, now might be the time.
Yeah, we are coming up on it for sure.
Because let's be real, who needs 600 rupees? Definitely not our runners.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I think that a good amount of rupees for them to have, like a particularly satisfying number of rupees for them to have when they finally get to Zora would be 499.
Yes. Most satisfying. Or even less. We don't want them to farm the Zoras.
It's true. It's a good point. So Big John, it looks like he's going to go to Ice Rod Cave first. I believe Saku also checked that. Thought I saw that cave.
We did see that cave.
Oh gosh,
no.
the spike roller.
Oh, Neptune.
Oh my goodness, what fun.
Fun already.
So, Saku has had some rupees stolen from her. She did not have enough rupees.
Oh no.
I know, I'm so sad.
Oh no.
For her, but she might be planning to go try and sympathy play here. She might be banking on her supporters to try and help her out. Or not. She
those are not happy swipes. Those are definitely not happy swipes.
No, those are not love swipes. Those are ooh, nice Mimos in the middle of the river.
It's got a nice color to him too. That's a great shade of purple.
I agree. I think it was really pretty. We did get a sweet bottle though, so we can go check that sick kid item.
Nice blue goo. And I believe one of the menu items is refilling bottles with either fairies or bees. Now I don't know if you guys know this, but I love bees. Especially when they're in our players' bottles.
Yeah, I'm gonna clue you guys into kind of some advanced strats and shout outs to Andy's chat actually, who I think were the true masters of this. The first time he did one on his stream.
Oh yes.
You know, a lot of times when that instant death effect is out there, you know, and that OKO, that one hit KO effect is out there, you know, our players will try and get smart, try and get cute with it. You know, and they'll start farming fairies and trying to have them in bottles. A really great thing to do, you know, when they take one of those deaths and use one of those fairies, just fill that bottle back up with a bee. Mm-hmm. You know, that way nobody else can put anything in there, and you know, it's just real satisfying. I personally would appreciate it a lot.
It's very important to preserve the bees.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but there's been, you know, bee populations have been declining.
I saw that on a box of Cheerios, yes.
Yeah, so, you know, it's serious business, and I think we can all do our part by, you know, adding some more bees. All right, so Big John going to be the first one to make the play over to the Eastern Palace, I am assuming.
Yeah, it looks like he'll check out SakuraTsubasa's hut, see what he's got hiding in there,
Yeah,
and
oh
probably
man.
take a dip into a EP.
I like this thief out here. That's nice. You know, speaking of sriracha, I had some delicious pho earlier, and I swear I put like half a bottle of sriracha in there. It was so good.
Big John receiving a gifted bug net from the chat.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really, honestly, that's a generous donation. You need to have that bug net. You know, I was talking about Saku and her Swaganim strats earlier, but the ability to catch fairies, you know, like I said, is definitely something that our players are going to value as they get into some of the harder dungeons where we don't know what the enemies are going to be.
I feel that they would value it more if there were bees in their bottles instead of just having empty bottles, though.
I agree. I think that makes everything better. I believe we have boss shuffle turned on.
Oh, yeah.
So one thing to be aware of is that even though we don't have the bow right now, Eastern Palace may actually be completable. Ordinarily, we would absolutely need the bow to finish Eastern Palace. But because the enemies are randomized and because the boss is randomized, we may not actually need it.
Honestly, though, I'm just hoping that all the bosses are Trinex.
Yeah, there is an option for like repeated bosses. I don't know if that one's on. I have a feeling it's not. But yeah, that is a neat one for sure. Looks like Saku is on her way through Magenta Escape here.
The Magenta Castle, yes.
I don't know, is this magenta or more like, this is like a deep fuchsia.
It's almost a mauve.
Oh, yeah. I like where your head's at. I think mauve or mauve or however you pronounce it is an underappreciated family of colors.
I agree. But Eastern Palace, that is a nice shade of purple.
Yeah, that's like a Prince album.
I was gonna say Twitch, but that works too.
I mean, both are good. Do you bleed purple, Fiend?
Of course.
Good.
I get all the Twitch merch.
Yo, nice. I got some Twitch pajamas, and they're really, really comfortable.
Oh, they are. I have those. I wear them almost every day.
Yeah, highly, highly recommend. Those pants are so ludicrously soft. I love them.
Make sure you wash them inside out, because you don't want the colors to go away a little bit.
Yup.
Don't want any fading.
Oh baby, I see a fun effect being queued up on somebody here.
Ooh.
I'm excited to see that activate. There we go. All right, so
yes.
Big John, the first to get hit with our control swap here. So this is one half of the swap plus inversion. We've actually got, he's having to do the D-pad with his A, B, X, and Y buttons. And he's having to control his sword and items and such with the D-pad, which sounds straightforward, but I can assure you is just as confusing as Big John is making it look.
Now these slashes are not anger slashes as we saw on Sakura's side earlier. These are confusion slashes.
Yeah, these are, I'm not entirely sure how to do this slashes, I think is the best way to describe them. Oh, and here we go. Now we got some D-pad inversion as well, which is good. Good stuff.
feel like we have a very healthy seed so far. There's been a lot of heart pieces and containers scattered about.
Yeah, I agree. For the early game, these players are ludicrously well equipped. And my personal opinion is that that means you... Oh, and there's the ice rod. My personal opinion is that you got... Oh my goodness. Okay, so one of the great things about the Enemizer is that because they swap all the enemies, you can end up in these heinous lag situations, like we just saw on Big John's screen. And it's so exciting when you walk into a room and the game just crawls to 3 frames per second.
I think some of my favorite enemies are the ones that aren't actually used in game, like those cannon guards. They're not in the vanilla game or in regular randomizers. They're only in Enemizers. That's
correct. I believe Big John has some control inversion or something going on right now because he's oh, and there's the D-pad swap. Okay, chat. I'm so proud of you guys. You are doing good work.
You're making us both proud.
Oh, looks like we might see the blue goo here if you can figure out how to use it.
But you know what that means? Free bottle.
That's true.
Room for a bead.
It'd be real nice if there's.
It'd be real nice. Sorry, I had to. I couldn't help myself.
We were all thinking it.
Okay.
Okay, John, I think, may, in fact, just be trying to wait this out. I think he may be so confused that... Oh, God.
Alright, he was waiting it out.
It can be a real mind twister when that happens. Oh, there we are. Detective John Kimball with the clutch B refill. Oh, baby. This lag, it's so good.
It's beautiful. Alright, what are we gonna have? It'd be a shame if he had no bombs for the rest of this fight.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, actually. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, he did get the helmet off. So...
Making great work of this.
Yeah, and with Tempered, this should be a pretty quick fight here.
That was a very nice helmet sword fight.
Absolutely. John getting lucky. So interestingly, Saku having done escape. Had there been, say, like Trinex in here, which was absolutely possible in Logic with that ice rod being in escape, John would have had to bail, but he got kind of bailed out a little bit there, and we had just a Homosaur in there. Well, I believe so. Saku is in fact in one-hit KO mode, so she's gonna have to be very careful going through this dungeon for the next minute.
Hopefully, it doesn't get too slippery on the floor.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a shame to be in one-hit KO with ice physics?
Oh,
well,
never mind. I take it back. We don't need ice physics.
I think every time you die in one-hit KO mode, we should figure out a way to pop up a message on the screen that just says "Welp." Alright, so Big John first to check that shovel spot. Unfortunately, just a heart container, but again, it's quite a lot of health in this seed.
Very healthy seed. I am interested to see where our runners go next. Looks like Big John's gonna go through the escape sequence.
Yep. we know what we're gonna find there, and we're gonna get that ice rod. So as far as actual progression is gonna go,
Death Mountain is open. They have the lamp and the gloves.
Yep. So looking forward to that trip up there. Saku, I think, as long as she doesn't take another death in here, might have a very small lead at this point, just in terms of progress. Because she will be, having already done all of Escape and dealt with all of that, she'll be heading straight up to Death Mountain, I would assume, right after finishing this dungeon.
She may get stuck, though, because she doesn't have the mirror from Agonaw's cave.
Ooh, that is a good point.
So I'm not sure if she would opt to do that first or just try her luck with Death Mountain. Hopefully she can get somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, it's not that big of a time loss, even if she does go up there without it, just because she'll at least get that save point.
Yeah.
And so, that'll let her save and quit right out of Agona's cave and get right back to where she wanted to be. Big John doing a pretty nice job, actually, of adapting to some of these enemy changes here in Escape. Really nicely done, although I would probably not use beams on that Hinox. Beams only do fighter sword damage, no matter what sword you have, so...
I'm not sure if our enemies have random health.
Yeah, I don't know. I know,
Oh. It's not what you like to see.
No, definitely not. She's gonna keep going though, which is good.
She's a trooper. Making sure that map is still there.
Yeah, I think Big John dealing with some control modification. Yeah. So looks like Big John's going to be our first, actually, to go head up to Death Mountain. Maybe not. Oh, he's gonna just go take the back way to the back of Escape. I think this is smart.
Her having a struggle with those pokey guards.
I did not realize. I think we missed it on the tracker. I think Big John just got silver arrows out of the back of there, which means I believe that and Saku has them as well. So both of our runners actually had a little bit of trouble with that Mimic's room in Eastern there. Can definitely be a little bit tricky when you're, kind of not sure about the, the switch randomization and everything like that. Fortunately, that room was actually just the normal switch location.
And it looks like somebody was very nice to Sakura and granted infinite bombs. Hopefully that effect ends before she gets into Helmasaur.
Yeah, I believe it's a minute long. She is Taking a little bit of time to deal with these guys though, so we'll see how much time she gets with it. Oh, but she did just get the one-hit KO effect applied, which is not a great effect to have on during this Helmasaur fight. Especially when you're intentionally dealing with bombs. She's doing a good job so far, though.
Doing great.
Oh, these fireballs could be trouble.
Oh, no!
Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, chat. You made me so happy.
I love you guys.
Okay, Saku doing very, very well here to avoid this stuff so far. She knows the pattern for those fireballs. But she's getting so many fireballs. Okay, one-hit KO is over, and none too soon, by the way. Gosh, this fireball RNG is just... Okay, and she's got the head off 2 quick slashes with the butter sword, and she is donezo with that fight. That was wow. I have never seen so many fireballs come out of Helmasaur in one fight. That was pretty intense.
Very good, very clean fight. And it looks like Big John's gonna go get a fairy in a bottle from Spectacle Rock Cave.
God, why is this game just conspiring against us? Giving them fairies and bottles. Doesn't the game know what we're trying to do here?
The game doesn't like fun, I don't think.
Yeah, there's no fun allowed in randomizer, that's for sure. Oh wow! Okay, that was the coolest fairy catch. Literally releasing the bee mid-catch animation and continuing to grab the fairy with the same catch animation.
Didn't even give us a chance.
Yeah. Okay, why is Saku back in here? What happened that I missed?
I don't think she got the big key chest.
Oh, okay.
I think after one time she died, she just opted not to go back to that room. Oh, that's a beautiful color.
Yeah, this is a really pretty Dark Death Mountain. I love that it's like 2 different shades of the same color.
I believe we've got, what is this? This is a nice periwinkle color. Periwinkle accent color.
Yeah, this is a nice Tower of Hera. I like this kind of like deep teal. You know, it's an unorthodox color pairing, but it reminds me of like an episode of Saved by the Bell or something. It's got like a weird 90s vibe.
Oh yes. What is it, the 90s wave thing with the teal?
Yeah, exactly. We're all gonna need hair crimpers stat.
Okay, but only if it has different attachments, like different crimp attachments. We could have small crimps, or we could have the bigger crimps, the looser crimps.
I think the idea of actually honestly calling something a loose crimp is like hilarious to me. I don't care what size crimper you were using, there was nothing loose about it.
seeing somebody in chat saying that Loose Crimps is their band name. I'm hoping that they're like a 90s pop punk garage band.
Yeah, I think that would be good. It's a good name for that kind of band. And I think that the first album title would have to be like, I don't know, gosh, like Hair So Crispy or something. Like, I mean, it's just
Don't Crimp My Style. I like that one. That's a good one.
That's pretty good.
Somebody gifting Big John a large magic so that he can actually get through the basement. Shame on you.
Yeah, that's just not fun. John, aside from being gifted the magic, doing a pretty nice job here so far, getting through this Tower Hera. Opting not to hit the little switch there. He's a little bit low on health, and I probably would have hit that switch.
I probably would have too. And Sakura getting stumped without the mirror that she did not get from Agana, so hopefully she goes there soon so that she can carry on her journey up Death Mountain.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks like she's gonna head up there without it, and she will get, or maybe not.
Oh, she
got
was
the
up
boots.
There. Yeah, she did get the boots. She was up there. She saved the old man, but couldn't continue after Spectacle Rock.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh gosh, we got the death spell here. On the Cold Stare fight, which is no joke, with a
hole in the middle.
Yeah, with a hole in the middle. But that falling ice is really, really brutal with one hit KO enabled. And a little bit more ice for your pleasure. Oh my gosh. Fortunately, John does have another fairy in a bottle, so he will survive this boss fight.
But that also means he has 2 empty bottles now, which I'm sure everyone knows we would love to see some bees.
Yeah. That is 2 bee opportunities.
I guess you could say we could give him some freebies.
You are doing important work here, Fiend.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Well said. Alright, so fortunately, Saku realizing there's really only one place where her progression could be, and she is on her way over there.
Yeah, so after she picks up her mirror, she can go complete Death, or at least the west side of Death Mountain.
Yeah.
And then after that, what have we got?
Yeah, where are we going from here? I think...
Could this be an Agassi?
I mean, I think more than could. I think is the correct way to put it, because I don't think there's anything else that we haven't done that's going to give us any progression here, except for Zora.
Oh no, we've seen Zora.
Did we
Zora
see it? One of them managed to do it.
Yeah, Big John managed to see Zora, and I think all he had was a life lesson.
Oh, bummer. What a jerk, that John, making it to Zora.
Terrible. This is why we can't have nice things.
It's true. John, very nervous about what enemies he might find up here, keeping that Burna at the ready.
You could almost, that's almost Turtle Rock right there.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would argue that's actually worse than Turtle Rock, because that overworld section will lag way worse than that room will.
That's true. You could take all of Turtle Rock and put it on one screen. That was it.
It's like the most epic screen of all time. Alright, so is Big John going to Aghanim? I think he's
considering.
Yeah, he's gonna go turn in the green pendant first. This is smart.
Yes.
If this is a hammer or a Titan's
glove.
Mitts, then we are not in an Aga situation. But anything other than that, then we absolutely are.
All right, I think that's it.
Yep, I believe we have exhausted all possibilities that do not involve major glitches.
Now, Aga's tower is quite the time sink. So it'd be a darn shame if he were to get all the way to Aga and somehow mysteriously died. If he actually goes. I don't know where he's going. Going home. He's going back to bed.
Yeah, he wants some hearts. So just a quick announcement to you guys. If any of you have issues with an effect and you need a refund because something didn't go through or whatever, just go ahead and message Carcat on Twitch. He's MMXBase, and that's going to be your point of contact for any failures, just FYI. All right, here we go. Big John first into. Ooh, this is a attractive looking Aga tower.
It's a nice shade of green, nice forest green.
I have a bath bomb that turns this color.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I
don't know if I would want my bath water to be this color.
It's actually a little bit. It's a little bit more like evergreen green than this, but it's a very woodsy kind of green.
Does it smell woodsy?
It does.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, Saku looks like she's going to be doing a bomb jump here. This is
risky.
Yeah, this is she made it though. She got it, so.
I didn't see if she hit the switch or not, so I'm not sure if she'll be refilling her hearts in the next room.
No, but she did just have her controls swapped, so that's going to be tremendous fun.
Nice check of the map.
Oh, I just noticed the map head icon for the Sailor Moon sprite. That's so
I saw that too. It's really nice. I had no idea that the game did that. Oh no!
Oh. Big John doing a good job of getting through.
Yeah, he's making it pretty far, you guys. Just saying.
Yeah, it's been pretty easy for him, and I feel like it should be harder. There we go.
He's gotten pretty deep.
See now, see, this is so much better. Opting to go with some burner strats there, so they didn't have to move and use input to actually kill things.
Kara coming up on cold stare.
Sakura doing an excellent job.
Oh no! The real hero was Kevlar.
The insta-kill. He does have a depressing number of fairies, though, so yeah, that's a thing to keep in mind, chat.
think he's looking for a bee, you guys. Could just be me, but that looks like a bee request.
Oh man, I just saw somebody sent a fairy.
Oh.
Okay. Yo, chat fam, good job working together to fund that death. Super nice. Super nice. It's always good to work together.
And is that it for his fairies now?
You know, I'm not sure. I thought I had seen another one in his inventory after that death, but I'm not certain. Alright, so meanwhile, Sakura has started her Aga Tower climb, while oh gosh, while Big John gets Oko put on him, and oh gosh, okay, so I'm not sure he knows that you can't spin while the Cane of Burna is active.
He may have learned.
Yeah, I think he's slashing now. Saku going for that key dash there, but I don't think she was quite lined up on the bottom of the room. And Big John getting hit with all the big time control effects for maximum fun.
Maximum fun.
Yeah, this and the death spell. This is just a brutal combo. Big John, considering his life and the world around him for a moment.
Small existential crisis.
Yeah, I think that waiting this out is a little bit, disingenuous, and I think that I'm pretty sure that chat will ensure that he pays for this in the future. Yeah, I know personally, when somebody, when I try to help somebody have fun and then they just poo-poo it, like that hurts me and I feel like they deserve to be punished later.
Feel unappreciated.
Exactly. And I think that the players should appreciate you. So, I'm sure, there we go.
Oh no. And no fairy this time.
And here we go again.
Oh, those are not happy slashes.
No, that's not happy.
I think Sakura's looking for some fairies. Now, we want to be fair to our runners. So I think personally that it's only fair that we give Sakura the same treatment.
Yeah, unquestionably. I think we want to make sure that that both of our runners get to have as much fun as possible while playing the game. And the reality of the situation is that these guys, both of our runners, they've played this game so much, it's so easy for them. It's boring, frankly. So I think what we can do is just spice it up a little bit.
And again, we don't want to show favoritism, so again, it's only fair
Yeah, so here you see Sakura going for those the Swaganim strats, doing those sweet, sweet item dashes. Oh, but she just got ice spelled, and that's going to make her dashes not quite as effective from a timing standpoint. Oh,
no!
There we go.
No.
Oh, she has at least one fairy.
Not sure how many others that she has.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, but she got him.
I am disappointed. I'm all about fairness here. Oh, she's... Oh, okay.
What happened was she attempted to spin speed, and a little known side effect of ice physics is that ice physics renders you completely immobile in the spin speed state. You just have to dash to get out of it, just like you would cancel spin speed at any point in time. But yeah,
it's definitely a hard lesson. You only learn it the hard way.
Well, especially, you know, if you don't realize right away what the cause is, you know, it can look like a bug. You know, it can look like something went, you know, really wrong. Fortunately, Saku has done this before. She was well aware of what was going on and just kind of moved on.
I know that was an issue for me during the festive seeds.
Oh yeah,
where everything was icy. I definitely learned the hard way. Do not spin speed on ice.
Yep. Oh, John taking another death. I didn't see if that was an insta kill or if he just died.
I think he's in one hit KO.
Okay. Smart use of the Kana Burna there to just make sure he got through there safe.
Sakura making her way back to Zora. We can prevent this, Twitch chat.
Yeah, just, you know, 196 rupees is all it takes to ensure that she is not talking to this fish.
That fish is nothing but trouble. We don't want her talking to bad influences like that.
No, but unfortunately, it looks like she made it. Fortunately, she didn't get anything good.
Or almost unfortunate. That she didn't get anything good because she was up here once before. So 2 trips to Zora is never a fun time.
Well, you know, unfortunate for her, you know, but it's good to know that even though we missed the opportunity to take away her rupees just in time, it didn't matter.
There will be other opportunities. Like, we've got Kiki, we've got the dig game.
Oh, Kiki's a great one.
Game. Kiki is wonderful.
All right, so Saku's got a couple of options here at this point with her Dark World access. She's able to go to Pod, which is a pretty good option from an item density standpoint.
She can get
Saku's pretty heads up on the routing of the game, and she can also get to the western side of Dark World with those flippers.
Yes.
But it looks like Pod is going to be the play, which I agree with. I think this is a smoke.
No, she's going to get the book.
Oh,
the book is on the island.
Yeah, that is actually a really good option.
Pod's a tough one to do, especially when you go on the right side. You do need the bow to complete it, because there's that one statue that you need to shoot.
That is correct.
She wouldn't be able to complete Pod, and she has no hammer, so it'd be tough to maneuver back and forth from what is it, the mimic side?
She does have the mirror though.
Yes.
So it's a relatively quick trip around.
Yeah, I would say it's a fairly low risk dip.
Yeah, as pods go, there are definitely worse, that's for sure. But it looks like she might be making the play over to Desert Palace with that book.
I believe so. She's saying, no, I don't want to go into Dark World anymore. It's too scary. We're going to go to Desert.
I mean, it is scary.
It is. Now, I know you're an experienced NMG runner, and I would say it's pretty safe to say that a lot of runs die at or before pod.
Oh, no question. You know, although interestingly, the point at which they die in pod is Helmasaur, but we're already done with Helmasaur.
Very good point.
So we've got Pendant Thieves and Pendant Pod, and when you see that as a runner, you're thinking, well, that's annoying, because Thieves Town is a dungeon that you're always tempted to go jump into pretty early when you get access to it, and Pod just has so many items in it that for that to be a pendant, it's a little bit sad.
Especially to dip into without being able to full clear it.
Yeah, most definitely. So there's Saku dealing again with that pot shuffle effect where she had to go hunt around the room for the switch.
I always forget how big that room is. You only ever see the little part with the 2 Igors.
Yep. Yeah, there are a couple of dungeons where pot shuffle can actually put you into little side rooms and stuff that people don't always even realize exist or are connected in that way.
Swamp is bad for that.
Yeah, that one's particularly brutal.
All right, we'll see where Big John goes. Hopefully he remembers about the book on the island.
Okay, Big John is saving and quitting, which I'm not entirely sure I understand. Running into a Lionel right at the bottom of the pyramid stairs is never a friendly situation. All right, so Big John is going south, so this looks like either pod or... Okay, he's gonna go make the same play, I believe, to go get his book.
Not a bad play. I'm all for it.
Yeah, Saku, meanwhile, finding that these Popos were replaced by Hinoxes, which is a fun little surprise. Fortunately, with Buttersword, they die pretty quickly.
Unfortunate for us.
Yeah. Fortunately for us, she did just have all of her buttons inverted, which is a ton of fun. Nothing like having to hit the map button to swing your sword. There's nothing unintuitive about that at all.
Sometimes you just gotta know where you are.
True. So Saku opting to use the lamp there to light those torches, even though it's a little bit more dangerous. But I think she's hoping to use the fire rod shots to take care of Lammo or whatever is back here more safely. So we'll see what it is. And it's
Vanilla
actually
Lammo?
Lammolis.
Rip off. I wanted something fun and exciting. I want to see Vitreous.
Vitreous would have been fun. Trinex could have been fun.
Ooh.
With inverted controls, that's a ton of fun.
My secret hope, honestly, is that we get to see Vitreous in the woods.
Oh, that would be good times.
You can
And
smell the fun with that one.
Saku getting unlimited magic literally right after she finished the fight.
And a vanilla heart container. Is this even randomized?
Oh.
I know the memes are your favorite.
You know, I do love them. I have nothing but appreciation for the memes. Okay, Saku, where are you going now? Interesting. So, you know, I would just take this moment to point out, I think Saku definitely has a bit of a lead right now. You know, and that's a thing that I think we should always be mindful of when we're deciding where to send our meaner effects.
I think she's going to check the ether tablet.
That's an interesting play.
There's not much else she can do up here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit, you know, certainly it's the lower odds play as opposed to going, you know, to either,
Oh!
Well, okay.
Okay!
The God Vision from Saku here. Well, that makes a lot of things easier. So I'm assuming we're going to get a King's Tomb check here, and then probably head west over to the Skullwoods and Thieves Town and Village of Outcast area. I'm really looking forward to finding that hammer in Thieves Town.
Ooh, that'd be nice. I hope that it's in pod.
That would be even better, actually.
I'd like to see a vanilla hammer. Plus, pod is a pendant. So I don't know if Sakura is actually going to be going back around that way.
True. I mean, I think it all depends on what we find over here, because the reality of the situation is that if Thieves Town and Skullwoods are a bust, we're not really going to have much other choice after we do the, you know, dark Swamp Palace area. All right, so it looks like Saku is planning to probably finish this dungeon if she can, which she should be able to do. She's going to route through it forwards. Usually if you're planning on bailing right away, I see a lot of people, you know, kind of rushing the big key chest and then routing backwards out of it and trying not to hit the back. But I think she's anticipating full clearing here.
Yeah, it is a crystal, so I don't see why she wouldn't.
Yep. I guess at this point there aren't any bosses that we're unable to defeat.
The only one we might have a little bit of trouble with is Armos. It's not impossible. It's just time consuming with a sword.
Yeah, it'll be slow, but with Butter Sword it's actually not that bad.
So what you're saying is we might need to downgrade her sword.
So there is the option to temporarily downgrade swords. Unfortunately, there's no option to permanently downgrade. And you're not able to actually, Saku's going to need to take a look at this switch tile situation here. Yeah, there we go.
Good job, good job.
It's really funny that she pushed the statue all the way over here just to push it all the way back.
All the way back. What a great spot for an anti-fairy.
Yeah, that was really kind of beautiful, actually. Ooh, and getting that inverted D-pad and button, that is...
Oh!
I love this game sometimes.
I love interactive phrases.
Saku is okay.
I think that one
gonna...
may have been intentional.
Yeah, I think... Oh, but she had a fairy. Wait.
What?
I'm so confused by what just happened there.
I think Big John's gonna go get his Titan's mitts. Also opting not to go into pod.
Yeah, I think this control inversion is wreaking havoc on Saku, but it just ended, so hopefully she can get through this quickly.
I think by wreaking havoc you mean causing fun.
Right. I mean that is
causing
fun. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So Saku had about
fun.
Yeah, she had about 2 seconds without that ice physics enabled. Oh, and now she's in one-hit KO. There's that rogue fairy. Oh wait. I get it.
What's that?
Okay. Her Bob sprite,
Oh.
the dead sprite, is the fairy.
I was really confused. I was like, does the fairy just not work?
Yeah, I was so confused. That's so perfect though. That's the death sprite.
Big John with his inverted buttons trying so hard to get in a dark world.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have not tried this before, the control inversion and swap is really, really, really challenging to deal with. And we got that anti-fairy trapped up there again. I think she's gonna get it this time though. Okay, right. And there's her big key for the dungeon. Did she just get the invisible sprite? I don't know. No, she's up there.
No.
She blended into the floor for a second for me.
She was part of the ambiance for a little bit.
Yeah. It's like that OK Go music video where they're all wearing wallpaper suits.
What? I don't.
You never saw that one?
I don't think so.
Oh baby, I gotta show you that video. It's so cool.
Slide into my DMs for it.
Yo, we in there.
I think Sakura's trying to find some magic.
Yeah, I think that's what she was looking for in that refill room. But I think, interestingly, that full magic was actually shuffled to another pot, but she didn't go looking for it. And no, I am not actually red-green colorblind. I'm just inattentive.
I don't know if Sakura got the key from the pot in that last
Oh,
section.
that's interesting. Did she just go muscle memory? That yeah, I think you're right. Based on she's out of magic too.
Yeah, she's out of magic too.
So she does have a key.
She has one key.
There's one fire rod shot that she gets.
That's all she needs. You
Yep.
can grab the other key from the Gibdo in the next section.
Which might not even be a Gibdo.
Right. From some random enemy in the next section. Oof. That's a big oof.
Nice dash to make it through there, though. Oh, God. Okay.
I like this room. Oh, I really like this room.
Yeah, having a mimic in that room is just delightful. Okay, Saku just EG'd by walking through the corner of the stairs in ice physics. Good job.
Only Sakura could do it.
So I don't know if you guys know this. She is an expert at inadvertently getting into exploration glitch with ice physics. Sometimes even without ice physics.
Yes. She is an expert accidental major glitcher.
Yeah. As opposed to, say, like Willard, who is an intentional cheater.
Sakura getting bodied by these two thieves. They're playing catch with her.
So they're the type that don't do damage. They just are.
They're the best ones.
Oh, she made it.
Dang.
Oh baby, that spike doing work. Just there. Fortunately, she can farm at least a heart or two if she actually checks all of these pots.
All of them, yes. She can farm a couple hearts and a couple small pots of magic.
Yep. Okay, fortunately, that was a green mimic, despite the color on screen. So she was actually able to kill it just with the sword, with the butter sword. I actually don't know if the Enemizer will spawn red mimics in enemy locked rooms like that because of bow
I think it can. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it'll spawn red Igors either because of the same reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's vanilla Gibdos?
Well, only one of them is vanilla.
Same.
Okay, so dropping into the Mothio fight. Oh gosh. Oh god. Okay, somebody gave her the nicest health and magic refill of all time. And it looks like we've got another Lammo. Just as a reminder, there are 2 Lammos in the game.
I think Big John is having a little bit of a struggle in this switch room. Puzzle switch room? I don't know. What is this room called?
I have no idea. It's that annoying room in Skullwoods.
The annoying room where you always fall down the middle?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, good fight for Sakura. See if Big John can do the same.
Yeah, so Saku gonna be checking all these chests on the way back. She does have the big key now, so she'll be able to get everything in sort of a convenient path. Big John doing some fancy footwork around that anti-fairy there.
Big John getting robbed by the thief as well.
Oh baby, chat being kind of nice here to both of our runners. Saku getting that full refill right before the boss. Big John picking up large magic from chat, making sure that he has all of those fire rod shots to play with, but opting not really to use it.
You guys, he didn't use your gifted big magic. How do you feel about that?
Personally, I wasn't even involved in giving him the magic, and I feel disrespected.
I do too. I do too.
Saku playing a little bit of bumper cars there.
Alright, I think Sakura is going to be doing the Village of Outcasts. Oh, no, she just made me lie.
Well, she did just get the cape, yeah, so I think that bumper cave check is pretty heads up. It's a nice time to do it. Oh, baby! Oh. Okay, well, this is huge for Saku, for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely huge.
It'll be interesting to see if Big John makes the same check, or whether he just goes straight south into Village of Outcasts before grabbing it, which would be pretty unfortunate. So Big John doing kind of a cool little route here, where you mirror out and go down and use that portal. The problem is he doesn't have the hammer. So what seemed like a great idea to him was in fact actually not possible.
Like an Animaniacs episode. Time for another good idea, bad idea.
Exactly. All right, but John appears to be back on track here, and unfortunately, it looks like he is not going to go over to Bumper Cave before checking this area. So that's going to prevent him from full clearing Thieves Town, which I do expect him to dip into here.
Yeah, Thieves Town is definitely a dungeon that you almost always want to dip into.
Oh, there's that teamwork again with that instant kill. Making it happen.
I feel like Team Twitch chat is the real winners today.
Oh, no question. All right, so our runners are high-fiving here, both in Village of Outcasts. Both almost certainly about to dive into Thieves Town. One has the hammer, one does not. And will be interesting to see whether that matters. Both runners going for that cool throw the bomb through the house strat, and both missing it, unfortunately. The positioning for that is a little bit more finicky than it initially looks.
I also would like to say that Thieves Town has a lot of things that can kill you, a lot of enemies. It'd be awful if somebody were to die by getting touched by one of those enemies.
100%. This is also a dungeon that has these big rooms here, which have a lot of enemies in them. So it's also a great opportunity for the game to just lag to high heck.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so Saku might actually be opting here to do the Smith stuff before diving into Thieves Town, which, given the fact that she has the hammer and the mirror, you know, this is not a bad little check to do while you're in the area. I do doubt we'll see purple chest right now, though. Having a BMOS right in the middle of your hammer dash route here is just glorious. I approve of this enimization so hard. Like, this is so good.
Ooh.
Wow, okay. Well, that is a great play that happened to work out for Saku. That flute is definitely good news.
Now remember what her final names are.
It's a good point. That is a good point. The interesting question now in my mind is Big John in some serious HP trouble. Did just get a fairy. But definitely has to be careful here in Thieves Town.
Very lucky button placement for him.
Yeah, absolutely. So Saku, it'll be interesting to see what order she does this in. Whether she's gonna activate her flute first, in which case we could actually see her leaving here to maybe go check Meyer area. But it looks like she's going to dive into Thieves Town first. It is a pendant, but there's, 4 items in here, so it's a pretty decent play from a numbers perspective. We haven't really seen anything good on John's side yet, but there is more dungeon yet to check.
Yeah, and there are 4 chests up top before even delving deeper into the dungeon, so it's usually a good play to at least pick up the first 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I just have to give a shout out to somebody in chat who is responding to the question, why are we giving John these? And Detective John Kimball said, so he can make honey, which I think may be one of the greatest things I've ever read in Twitch chat in my life.
And we have to trust him. He's a detective, which means he looked into it.
Oh, right. I mean, I imagine that he's got, just a whole wall, of pictures of bees and John and all sorts of things going on. There's string.
Yes.
Yeah.
Newspaper clippings. He's probably got a Cheerios box.
Oh, there's at least one Cheerios box in there. There's no question.
Probably got golden grams. I bet she even has a picture of Winnie the Pooh.
Yo, I like where your head's at. Imagine having the Winnie the Grand Pooh Bear on your wall.
Linked to a box of Cheerios with a string of red yarn.
And then like a picture of like a sneaker shoe print, that's just like, there with a big question mark over it.
With an evidence number?
Yeah.
Alright, Sakura has activated her flute. Just letting you guys know. This is important. I'd like to see that song again.
Alright, so with that mirror, she's gonna go down and check this mirror spot. This is a nice little set of checks that she gets to make. She'll be checking this cave, which we called Cave 45 for reasons. And she'll be grabbing this little wooden boy in the grove. And then I expect that she'll be going to check the Bombos tablet with her mirror and her book.
We'll be definitely going on a world tour.
Yep, and then we will probably get some Hype Cave action. And then I would expect that after Hype Cave, she'll start to be tempted. Oh my gosh, what is that? That was quite a sprite. I'm expecting that that after we get that Hype Cave check, she's going to be sorely tempted to take that flute over to the Misery Mire area. She might actually. She looks like she's going to go do Hype Cave first. I think she might actually... I'm not actually sure if she's going to lose her... I don't think she's going to lose her chest here. I think this cave is okay.
Yeah, it's fine there. And Sakura losing the activated flute.
Yeah, and I do love that the crowd worked together on that one.
Teamwork. Team Twitch chat does it again.
It's beautiful.
Wonderful.
The real question is, did she notice that it happened, or are we going to get the hilarious moment of her attempting to flute?
Oh, I think she'll forget. She'll forget.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
Oh, what a good spot for Abimos.
Interesting little sprite hiccup there during that mirror. Red mail is something I'm sure she'll be very... Okay, here we go.
Both tablets paying off today.
What? I think she realized, and then I think she fluted anyway.
She tried. Alright, she's just about to go activate her flute again. You know what that means?
You know, this is gonna be tough timing. I mean, she's gonna get to Mire area before we can deactivate it again. But it's always fun, you know, when it gets deactivated right after they use it to go somewhere far away.
It'll be interesting to see where Big John goes next. He's kind of running out of places to go. He doesn't have the hammer from Bumper Cave. He doesn't have the cape, which I believe was in Skull Woods, so he can't get the hammer. Yeah.
I mean, eventually, you know, the good thing is he doesn't actually have... You know, the worst case for him would be going into Pod.
Yes.
You know, it's like I didn't see the medallion requirement for Mire there, but you know, Pod is a good numbers play. We just know that it's going to be a time-consuming thing that doesn't put him where he needs to be.
It looks like he might actually dip Swamp. It's an interesting play. He can check one chest in here without the hammer.
Yeah, this is a very interesting play.
I don't know if he forgot that you need the hammer.
It's entirely possible. You know, it's so common, you know, to have the hammer because it unlocks so much in the game, right? Mm-hmm. And so you kind of expect to have it by an hour and a half in, right? You're like, oh, surely, you know, it's fine. I can do this, but nope. So Saku actually heading over to Death Mountain. I'm expecting that she's going to be doing all of the dark Death Mountain stuff.
Yeah, I think the only place that she can't check right now is Hover Cave, or Hookshot Cave, rather.
Well, I mean, in the current situation, it would actually be Hover Cave more than Hookshot Cave. But yeah, she can't get into Turtle Rock at all. One, because of the medallion, but two, because of the Cane of Samaria. Now that said, we do get 2 chests in Super Bunny Cave. We get 7
in, what is it, Paradox Cave?
Yep. And we also do get the 1 chest out of Hookshot Cave, the one that you can bonk to up in the front.
Yes. And the island.
Yeah, if there's something on Floating Island, we get that as well. So we'll see if she walks up to check it here.
Sakura getting trolled hard.
Oh, baby, they got the control. Oh, she got it, though. Okay, just 100 rupees up there on the Floating Island, so we won't be grabbing that. Meanwhile, Big John is in the right part of the world to go get what he needs, so we'll see if he opts to dash back up and go check more Skullwoods. It's looking promising. Saku picking up that mushroom. It's an interesting one. All right, this is looking good for Big John. I think he's heading in the right direction. Or not.
Well, he may see that... Oh, no, he won't. Okay, he's just going to run right past.
Did he do Graveyard? He might not... He didn't do Graveyard Wedge.
No, he hasn't.
Yet, so...
But I don't believe that was anything of importance.
So I was looking away dying from GDQ flu, but Saku did get her Cane of Samaria there. So that's a pretty huge find for her. We're now basically just medallions away from Misery Mire and Turtle Rock.
And again, we may not need a bow to complete this seed.
Yeah, that is one thing about the Enemizer, is that it is actually technically possible to not need the bow.
Especially with Pod being our only bow-locked dungeon, but it's pendant, so we don't really need it. The only other thing we do need is the hookshot.
Yeah, I will be really interested to see what we find here in Super Bunny Cave and in that first chest. It would not surprise me to actually find the hookshot in the first chest of Hookshot Cave. But, after this, I think realistically, we've got so much we can do on Saku's side right now. We've got full access to Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm.
We've got all of Pod basically to check. Saku finding the actual bug net in addition. Oh, there's one medallion.
We could also check the front part of Swamp Palace. It's not a fun one to do.
We could.
John taking his dip into Pod. Again, he can't complete it because there is a bow-locked portion to it.
That's correct. I can't remember if he has a potion in one of his in one of his bottles, though, just in case there are mimics in the on the right-hand side of pod. He may still be able to clear that. Fortunately,
Yeah.
Turtle Rock is bombos.
So we are on the quest for more medallions.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a Spike Cave check here.
Yeah, and this is the last thing I think that Sakura can do without, other than Turtle Rock. She can't do T-Rock without that Bombos medallion, but this is the last check on Death Mountain for her.
Yep, that's correct. It's going to be really funny slash frustrating for her if we find Bombos in the back here, so then she has to walk all the way back around.
No, I feel like she would save and quit and go the long way.
Oh, no, she absolutely would, but it's still a long walk. But
oh, yeah.
Fortunately, it's just a big 20. You know what I just realized is that, you know, the last like 7 or 8 minutes of commentary is on an awful lot like a normal randomizer race.
Yeah, there hasn't really been a whole lot of fun.
Right.
In RC.
And we are here to have fun.
Yes. Sakura does need to reactivate her flute. That's a little fun. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean that's good fun, and it does look like with that Canis Samaria, she's going to be doing the powder glitch.
Oh, she did use all of her magic. You can trick the game into thinking that the mushroom is actually powder. That magic bat's not very bright.
Yeah, I think it's adorable that she's going to activate her flute and then go do something before using it. That's adorable.
Sweet, sweet child.
I mean, it's almost like she's asking to have her flute deactivated before she can use it again.
Again, her file names specifically ask for it.
True. Yeah, chat discussing the advanced strats here. You know, this is one case where giving Saku full magic over and over, infinite magic, would be a lot of fun.
I see a lot of conversation in the chat about it, working together. You can do it, you guys. Very good, very good.
There we go.
Little pulls of frustration. This is so good.
Yeah, you've got a bit more magic than you thought you did, Saku. She got it off.
Alright, Big John making his way through Palace of Darkness. I don't think he's found anything of value.
Yeah, I have not seen anything significant just yet. Do you have a bit more dungeon to check? But he will not be able to get to the boss and see what's there. And from the looks of the distribution, I'm pretty sure there's something on the boss, so. Yo, that feel when you forget that you're on push to talk or instead of push to mute.
Oh!
Okay.
Wow!
All right.
That
well,
was a nice find. Pod paid off.
Saku definitely still having a bit of an advantage here, I think, but she's gonna need to go into pod, and she's gonna need to do so not too long from now, because that putting the rest of Hookshot Cave and Swamp into play is definitely a lot of item locations.
Yes. Unfortunately for Big John, he doesn't have the hammer yet, so that doesn't actually do much for him for Swamp.
That is true. Yeah, he needs to get his butt back to Skullwoods ASAP. Alright, so Saku heading back over here. I'm gonna assume that when we weren't able to see it, the Meyer medallion was actually Ether. Because that's the only reason why I could imagine her coming back here, and yeah.
Oh wow, that's
baby.
Oh.
That's quite an entryway.
I want off Mr. Bones' wild ride. Holy smokes.
I mean, again, fortunately with that butter sword, that could have been a lot scarier, but oh boy, that was fun. Oh god, a whole room full of these things. All of these are gonna have to die.
Making great use of that butter cutter, though.
Most definitely. I think butter cutter needs to be in the more common usage.
I think we'll be able to see a full clear of Hookshot Cave from Big John's side. I think that's the only thing we haven't seen yet on Death Mountain.
That is true. Unfortunately, he can't use that really convenient Turtle Rock warp, not having that hammer.
That's okay. It just means he gets to climb the mountain again. Gotta make sure you get your steps in every day.
What is the Hylian equivalent of a Fitbit? Like, was that a function of the Sheikah Slate?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. If the Sheikah Slate is like the app, or the Sheikah Slate can have an app, there must be some kind of like watch or wristband type thing to pair with it. Right?
Right. Yeah, I agree. I've long suspected that most of the technology in Breath of the Wild actually operates on Bluetooth, so that makes perfect sense. It might actually just be a real Fitbit.
It very well could be. Seems like a simple enough app for the Sheikah to figure out.
Yeah, I mean they had some pretty crazy stuff going on. I feel like Fitbit is well within their capabilities.
Yeah, if they could figure out a camera, I'm fairly certain they could do a Fitbit.
Alright, so Big John pulling his Ether Medallion. I am really looking forward to seeing what's in the back of this Hookshot Cave, though. And so is he, from the looks of it.
Gosh, this is a healthy seed.
Yeah, lots and lots and lots of health, red mail. which basically quadruples that number or so.
Half magic?
Yeah, it's basically free. Unfortunately, the back of Hookshot Cave having literally nothing good.
That may be good for John, though, because it, again, narrows his search. There's not a whole lot of places left for him to go.
It's true. Having already dipped pod and done what he can there, he's hopefully going to figure out pretty soon that he needs to go back to Skullwoods. Meanwhile, Saku doing a rather nice job of making it through Mire here. And I feel like chat could be doing more to stop that.
She'll be getting close to Vitreous soon, or at least the boss room. Whoever.
Yeah, I mean, my statement is that I'm watching her, and it doesn't look like she's having much fun.
TM. Fun TM.
Yeah, trademark. So I think that we're here to have fun, and we want to make sure that they're having fun.
Sakura looking all over this room for the button, the one button. There it is.
Yeah, there are skull pots all over this freaking room, and they're all really inconvenient to get to, which makes it glorious.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even think I've seen that last button. Like that last pot? I don't think I've seen it.
Yep. I mean, there's next to no reason to go over there ever, right? Except in this situation. All right, so Saku coming up on the last chest here in Misery Mire. Ooh, baby, just barely making it through there. Just the compass, so we're going to be on our way to whatever has taken Vitreous's place.
Oh, you know what? I really, really want it to be Argus.
Oh, that would be fun.
That'd be so much fun.
That would be a lot of fun for Saku. Oh, that's just diabolical. I'm so excited for this possibility now.
Oh, I really hope it is. We haven't seen Argus yet, but I'm really, really hopeful.
Yeah, and it's absolutely possible. Yo, Vanilla Switch.
I also think it'd be terrible if she were to die in that room. I think where she needs to die though is right before entering the boss to find out that it's Argus. I'm not ready to find out what the boss is yet.
Right.
I want to see this room again.
Yeah, the most fun would be to walk through the dungeon again.
Yes. I'm hoping that you, Twitch chat, can help us out. The lifelong dream of ours to see that room again.
Yeah, because we are trying to have, like...
maximum fun.
Maximum fun. Like, Andrew WK levels of fun. Like, just
party hard fun.
Exactly. White jeans. Like, that's the level of fun that we're going for.
And white t-shirt, long hair. Hook us up.
And greasy too, like that.
Oh yes.
Okay, Saku getting some good control inversion. We'll see if this is enough to mess her up here in this room.
Oh, and it stole her shield.
Unfortunately, the Hinoc.
Oh,
baby.
We still have time, you guys. We still have time.
Okay.
Blind.
It's blind. Now here's an interesting question. Is the goo active?
I think so.
I bet it is.
Making good work of that cane, though. It's too bad. I want to see what happens when she touches the goo too many times.
Yo, Fiend, I think chat just called us old.
Whoa, what? I mean, like, you're not wrong.
I mean, right. But you don't have to say it. Yeah, but you don't have to say it.
We already know, you don't need to tell us.
Believe me, we think about it a lot. Okay, Saku pulling out that Burna to get this thing done. Doing a good job. Oh, and there's Bombos.
Nice reward for a nice fight. But I'm not happy with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty I
don't have to like it.
About it. So, here's the thing. Having just gotten Bombos, Saku is not going to pod right now.
No. But she could full clear Ice Palace or Turtle Rock now if she wanted to.
I'm pretty sure she's going to do both of those things.
Yeah. Now, we have Big John in Ice Palace. He will not be able to complete it because he does not have the hammer yet.
Yeah, this hammer situation is just getting more and more punishing for John. He really, really needs to remember to go back to Skullwoods.
Oh, this is a good room for pot shuffle.
All right, Saku with her, is that the third or fourth flute activation for her?
I lost count after 2.
Yeah, it's quite a few. So chat, good job on the flute deactivations. It's huge plays.
Yeah, proud of you for keeping up on it when we weren't.
Chat looking for Argus in Turtle Rock, which is diabolical and a great idea.
I like the way you guys think. That's the next best place for Argus.
I mean, frankly, every dungeon is the greatest place for Argus right now.
On Sakura's side, anyways, yes.
Yeah. God, so the interesting thing is, I mean, really, all Saku would need for probably go mode is actually the hook shot. I'm sure we'll find the bow at some point, but
that's not important right now.
No, we just need that hook shot.
Her top row of items is very, very bare. I think all she has up there is bombs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Big John taking another crack at Ice Palace. I hope he knows that he should not be here. I think he's missing 2, I want to say 2 chests in here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he has access to any more than what he's already checked. I missed what the last chest he got was, but
I think he's only missing the one in the 2 Freezor room and the big chest. But after that, he can't do Cold Stare.
Yeah, meanwhile, Saku appears to be in the cave from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. It's a glowing green. Kind of makes me think of like the green jello.
It's definitely Slytherin.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it kind of does look like green jello. Meanwhile, Ice Palace is a nice Christmas tone.
Yeah, I actually really like that color combination. It's kind of like,
Christmassy.
I don't know. Yeah.
Look at, and then the spikes are tinsel.
Aw, it's adorable. I bet the enemies are totally making out in there.
Well, I mean, the little penguigos, they were green, Christmas colored.
Did you just call them penguigos?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Well, they're like the Mega Man penguin. I seen penguigo.
Oh god, that is the name.
Yes.
You are on top of your game.
And I don't know their actual name, okay? I'm doing my best.
In this game, they're actually called Pengators.
Oh, that's a silly name.
I agree.
I get it, but I don't agree with it.
I mean, I think we can all agree that Penguigos is way better.
Yes. There are so many... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of names in this game that would be better suited as other names. Like the spooky action. I don't even know what it's called. I feel like it should be called Swagmire.
I support it. I support Swagmire for the spooky action glitch. I support that.
I mean, like, it's a pretty swag glitch, I will say. And you do it in Mire. Swagmire.
Both of those things are true. Saku taking a death due to being in Oko, which just ended. She did have a fairy. Turtle Rock, definitely not the place where you want to be in Oko.
No. Terrible place for it.
I'm not sure what John thinks he's doing right now.
He'll find out. Oh. I thought he was gonna go, or at least try, to go to Cold Stairs room.
I thought so too. Maybe he didn't get the iced tea room, so to speak. I think that's what they call it.
Maybe. Don't you need a key?
I thought he did, though. Well, there's a key in a pot, but I think he already got that key.
Yeah,
I think he just realized that he's done what he can here.
Yeah.
And he looks confused.
Yeah, he might be getting stumped. Because I think he's done a lot of checks in the last little while.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
not the one that he needs.
He's down to the one option he has. It's just not clear that he knows that he has it.
And I don't think he's seen Bumper Ledge either, so he doesn't quite know what he's missing out on.
Right. This is always tough, you know, to watch. You know, I've chat saying that he's marked Skullwoods as cleared on his tracker. So he may have thought he got both items out of there. So what we gotta hope is that he, you know, thinks, okay, well, maybe I mistracked something. Let me retrace my steps, you know, and hopefully he ends up over there. Save and quit is good.
Yes.
We'll see where he goes. That's double good.
Okay, this is triple good. Going into the portal.
Yeah, this is all very, very promising for John right now.
Sakura making her way through Turtle Rock. She is looking for the hook shot, which we know is in Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, honestly, you know, the main obstacle that she has right now is that she's gonna almost certainly end up full clearing Turtle Rock and then full clearing ice. You know, this is not gonna hurt her too terribly badly right now, given the amount of progress she's been able to make, you know, in the meantime. But because John still is gonna need to find that Bombos medallion.
The nice thing about that, though, is that John will find it on his dungeon clearing quest.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I don't know. This is still very much anybody's race. You know, I think it really... The key factor is when does Saku decide to go to pod? Because we know that John is about to get fixed here, you know, momentarily.
Yeah, that is a interesting question. When will she go to pod? She could complete Ice Palace.
Yeah, and I'll be shocked if she doesn't.
Yeah.
There's the bow. That is the best news she could have gotten, because that might drive her into pod.
Yeah, we can hope so. Again, it's not needed, but hopefully it'll get her on that path.
Saku probably feeling pretty good about her decision to take that safety door right now.
Big John finding the hammer, throwing down some angry bombs.
I do not blame him.
I don't either. That bumper ledge is a frequent miss for a lot of runners.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's only really convenient to check a couple of times in the route. And if you happen to miss it, you know, during both of those times, then it's hard to think to go back. But with that hammer, John is now in good shape.
Yeah, he is one item from Gomo. Two. He needs the flute. So
Yes.
his next play should be do the hammer pegs for that flute.
Yeah, hopefully we see him make that trip. He actually has a fair amount of dungeon that he can do, though, and I'm feeling a Swamp Palace dive from him right now.
Yeah, I agree. He can full clear it. He has the hook. He has the hammer. He's got the flippers. He's got the mirror. God, that's a lot of stuff for one dungeon.
Yeah, the big advantage Saku has for, you know, being without the hookshot right now is that Swamp Palace is very unattractive. So I would not be surprised if she would, at the very least, even if she does ice first right now, would not be surprised at all if she ends up in pod before Swamp Palace.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. There are four or five checks in the front of Swamp. So it's tough to say what she'll do in regards to pod or Swamp.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, good job, crowd, on funding that kill. She appeared to be stunned on the menu there for a second, just like, really? Really? I can actually hear Saku in my head just being like, oh, you butts.
No, she loves it. She specifically requested it. She loves it. Keep doing the thing. Good chat.
Yo, do the thing. John, remember, he does have to go find this key here in these skulls. All right, so Saku gonna go activate her flute. I think that's really adorable that she's still doing that. Usually, I feel like there comes a point in these seeds where you just resign yourself to your fate.
Yes. And Sakura is a seasoned veteran of these interactive races. So I'm wondering how long is it going to take for Sakura to not try and flute after she goes somewhere?
Yeah, I think Sakura is about to check a thing here. We know it's not going to be anything important, but she's going to do it.
Big John is going to go all over the place for a small key.
Okay, well, blue boomerang is on pedestal, and personally, I think that's worth it. So I'm hoping that she clears all the pendants at this point.
Same. That is the superior boomerang, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question that it's a superior boomerang, and Dark World, and this is huge. This is basically
This is big.
This is Saku with the huge plays right now.
With a 200 IQ.
Yeah. Now here's the question.
Yes.
The question is, when she gets this hook shot, how quickly does she realize that she is actually in go mode? When you're playing one of these interactive races and you've just been getting messed with 10 ways, a minute, it can be a little bit frazzling, on the nerves. And so we'll see how on top of things she is. Oh, she never turned in the green pendant, though.
I don't know. I think she may realize pretty quickly that she's in go mode. There's not a whole lot of empty spaces in the inventory for stuff.
I think if she didn't have the bow, I think it would be much more questionable. Just because it's hard to consider that possibility when you're so used to the non-itemized version of the game. But I think with the bow, I think it's just all about mental state. And she just realized she lost Kiki, so she's going to need to go grab the monkey.
Yeah, you can't grab Kiki when you have iframes at that part. You have to wait for your iframes to end before you can actually escort the monkey to the palace.
I think I would like to find ways, like in, like IRL, like in casual conversation, to use the phrase, escort the monkey.
I don't even know. I'm trying to think of, when could I use that?
Yeah, I can't think of anything, but I feel like once I crack the code, it's going to be really good.
Oh, I've got it. Bubbles the monkey.
Okay.
Right? You gotta escort Bubbles the monkey, okay, to the Ferris wheel, because you're gonna go on a pleasant ride.
Wait, but at Neverland Ranch or... No. Okay, good. Because we don't want to go there. That's not a good place.
But Bubbles is the only monkey that I could. Chimpanzees aren't even really monkeys, I don't think.
Yeah, I think they're technically apes.
Yes. All right, I'm out. I'm out of ideas.
Well, I mean, fortunately, it's a good one. And it only takes one winner. Ooh, I like what's going on in chat here. Ventric1 says, Mr. Bond, please follow my escort, the monkey. I still don't know how you work that sentence into casual IRL conversation, but it's a good one.
Yes. Or maybe if you were a zookeeper You have to escort the monkey back to its habitat.
I mean, I think, you know, the cop out, right, is to we could just decide that it's like a bathroom euphemism, you know?
Yeah, we could go for that.
You could just be like, you know, at dinner, you know, just at the table and just be like, pardon me for just one moment, I have to go escort the monkey.
Oh my god! Oh, that was so good it was bad. Or so bad it was good, one of the two.
I mean, sure, like, it could be either. Saku, unfortunately, realizing that the switch for that chest is actually up on the ledge that she dropped down and skipped.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so Big John is going to give us this Butter Sword Armos fight that we were kind of dreaming of earlier.
I was hoping for a less good sword for this, but yeah. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get at this point.
I kind of wish that we were seeing boomerang strats right now.
Oh, so good.
Doing good work with these Samaria blocks, though. That was actually kind of cool to watch. He's just spazzing the heck out with those things, but they were working well.
Impressive, very impressive.
So I believe Saku is about to pick up her hookshot in this chest right here. No, I was wrong.
It's in the dark maze, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it has to be at this point, because I know it wasn't at the boss, because we didn't get to there.
No. Alright, Big John going back to Ice Palace. He's going to be able to clean that up. He's missing the flute at this point.
Okay. There's the hookshot for Saku. She knows right away. She's like, nope, I am good to go. So Saku in the very enviable position of getting to go mode both Ice Palace and Swamp Palace. Two dungeons that are really a lot faster in go mode, so that's huge for her.
We didn't get to see what boss was in pod.
No, we didn't.
I'm really sad now.
You know, you win some, you lose some, and sometimes you just have to escort the monkey.
Sometimes.
Life gets hard sometimes, you know? Like, sometimes it just gets tough, and, you know, you just have to escort the monkey.
Escort the monkey to Mullet Mansion.
You are my hero. I just died.
It's about the fun. It's about the fun.
We're having lots of fun here today, chat. You guys are having fun. We're having fun. Our players are having a ton of fun, thanks to you guys.
Fun. It's almost like it's Friday.
Except
Saturday. It's Saturday.
Which is like Friday part 2.
Yesterday was Friday.
Like, yeah. Saturday is like the sequel to Friday featuring Ice Cube.
Yeah, Friday 2.0.
Yeah. All right, so Saku is going to make pretty quick work of these next two dungeons, I think almost no matter what. She didn't have to do much of them. She's pretty well equipped. So I think we have to talk about Ganon's Tower. Ganon's Tower, especially the actual climb up the tower.
Ooh, the gauntlet.
Yeah, that gauntlet. That is a really, really great place to start, you know, trolling these runners, you know,
Well,
sort of,
having fun
yeah, having fun in
with the runners, yes.
in ways. And you know, because here's the thing, until you actually get taken out of that tower by the duck and land on the pyramid, if you happen to die for any reason, guess what you get to do again? The whole dang thing. So we've got a lot of opportunities for fun coming up.
Fun. So we do need to plan this out, Twitch chat. This is a very precise thing that we want to get done here. So first, we need to remove all of the fairies.
No question.
So that's definitely first on the list. We should probably replace them with bees, just to prevent extra fairy gatherings. If something were to happen where our runners get extra fairies somehow, some way, we'll need to dispose of those. And then once we are at the top of the tower, so at Ega 2 or before, we need to have some fun with the runners.
Yeah, now I know that the timing is tough. You know, with the lag, it's a little bit difficult, but yes. I can tell you
that's why we're planning now.
Right, and I can tell you though that having done this myself, there's nothing more fun than when you're in the cutscene after having beaten Agatu, and you feel like you're probably safe, but you're not. Like that is just a ton of fun. Saku being very heads up here. Not a lot of people know about that bombable thing to get to the top right of that room. But the key can absolutely be moved there. So really, really, really heads up play, high IQ on Saku's side.
Big John getting trolled by that thief guy there. That guy's a thief too, right?
Yeah. Yep, he's the Dark World thief.
The mousy thief?
Yeah.
You know, just regular stuff happening here. Big John getting his Ice Palace Crystal is very good. Sakura's gonna be going into the Armos fight that we saw earlier.
In one hit KO, I might add.
Ooh! Oh, this will be fun right here. Will she jump in the water? Oh! The cop out. Oh, she didn't find the key. Being very careful not to touch that bomb. Sakura does have the bow with silver, so this should be a fairly straightforward fight for her. 1 silver arrow per Armos dude, and they're down. Quick and dirty. Very clean fight. It looks like Big John is getting the big bomb. Go check out our Pyramid Fairy. We do know that this is not really where he needs to be going. We need him to go to the Hammer Pegs.
Not a bad play though. I mean,
No.
you know, he was there, in the area-ish, and you know,
I'm
it's
surprised that he
two
didn't
pretty
take the
quick
mirror
items.
away.
Yeah, I mean, he may have forgotten that he actually beat Aga at this point.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since they've been there.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But we get a nice check here.
So I think Saku about to go activate her flute for the, I don't know, 73rd time.
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
yeah,
Do you see that disrespect? Big
No,
John
what did he do?
throwing a bomb into our precious Pyramid Fairy fountain.
Oh my god. Didn't he read the sign? There's no bombs in the Pyramid Fairy Fountain.
I'm hurt. I'm personally hurt. I respect that Pyramid Fairy.
She's beautiful.
She is. He escorted the monkey ring that fairy found.
I saw that. Literally, lol.
Literally ROFL.
Yo, literally LMAO. My A is on the F.
Whoa. I would LMAO, but I have no A. So yeah.
Yo, I mean fair though, but like, I don't know. I could stand to lose some right now, probably. So we're good.
All right, Sakura is gonna be clearing out Ice Palace here. Big John making big plays, hopefully getting that hammer, or excuse me, getting that flute from the hammer pegs.
Yeah, we know that this is the right play, so fortunately he is making it. And, you know, unfortunately, having been without the hammer for so long just caused him to do a lot of non-dungeon checks that Saku really didn't end up, you know, having to do. You know, he did a lot of double dipping, he did a lot of overworld, and...
Yeah, he's been all over the place.
Yeah.
This is good news for him. He's almost in go mode. He can go complete Misery Mire now. I don't think he knows it. I don't think he's been over there yet to see what the medallion is, but
Yeah.
he can go there, he can go in, he can complete it.
Meanwhile, Saku making pretty quick work of this ice palace here. So she will be on her way to GT not too long from now.
Nice clean bomb jump from her.
I forget what boss we had in the... We don't know. We haven't seen it yet, right? I don't think we've seen the boss of Ice Palace.
No, we have.
Did John do it? He went
John
back in
did
and
it.
finished it? Okay.
Trying to think of what it was.
Yeah.
Escaping me.
We've seen so many things today. It's so hard to keep track.
We do know that Big John will be seeing blind here in Mire. if he makes it that far, Twitch chat.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, I know that we're, coming towards the end, and we definitely want to hit him hard in GT, but we don't want to make them feel unloved during the run up to it.
God, this is a beautiful mire too. Those little floor crawly guys.
Those guys are just the
They're
worst.
perfect for this room.
Anytime you get those in like a room where you have to clear all the enemies, God, it's so beautiful.
Oof. Oh, that hurt.
Wow.
That one hurt.
And no fairies.
Oh, that was good.
Proud
of you, Twitch chat. That was.
Oh, baby.
Sakura realizing that she's got 2 bees, not just one. Probably gonna be requesting some fairies from you guys. Please oblige with bees.
Oh my god, the one-hit KO spell immediately followed by the hit. That was beautiful. The bottle's already being refilled with bees.
No. That spike coming right for her. Out for blood. I think the best part about this is that this is her last dungeon.
Oh yeah, no, this is the time. This is where this is how Big John comes back. Okay, so Saku managed to get off that Burna, and her one-hit KO status is now over. So she's on her way. She does have 1 blue potion. Question is, when is she going to use that? She goes unleashing the fairies.
Well, it'd be hard to use when you're dead.
It's true. I think she's probably hoping that she has the opportunity to go farm some fairies. It's going to require a lot of concerted bee gifting.
We love the
to prevent her from doing that.
Yes. Thank you, whoever just sent her a bee.
Yeah, I think we've got. I mean, there are too many bee gifters to thank at this point. What do you call the beekeeper people? Like, I forget what the word for that is. It's like a...
Beekeepers?
No, but there's like a science-y word for it.
Beekeepers?
That's the one.
No, I think that's actually just what they're called.
No, but I thought there was like an ologist of some sort. An apiarist.
A buzzologist?
That's what it is. Yeah, because it's like a beehive is like an apiary or something, right?
Aviary? For like birds?
No, that's birds.
Yeah, that's
birds. I think buzzologist is the best incorrect answer that I've heard, which therefore makes it the correct answer.
It's the only true answer. Let's be
right.
real. Sakura's really loving these bees. Look at, she's setting them free so that they can go and pollinate some flowers and maybe some fields or something.
Okay, Sakura.
Very patient. No! Oh no!
Oh my god.
She escorted the monkey into the pit.
She did. God. God, if I had a nickel for every time I've seen her escort the monkey in one of these seeds.
Holy smokes. You wouldn't need a day job.
I would be so rich.
Oh my goodness, I love the bees. Like, look, we're helping. You guys, we're helping. We're giving her bees, and then those bees are going and defeating her enemies.
I'm trying not to laugh like any louder than I have to on mic. this God. Poor Saku. I love that she was waiting it out. She knew. She's like, I can't do it yet. I gotta wait it out. And then literally half a second before it expired, she walks off.
Oh, it was wonderful. What a wonderful game, Twitch chat.
Oh Lord.
Oh boy.
Oh, this game is great.
Oh, we used the blue potion. That means she has another free bottle for a bee.
And immediately filled with the bee.
Big John making good work through Misery Mire here. You know, Twitch chat, I know we're handing bees out left and right to Sakura, but they don't call it Misery Mire for a reason. I mean, like, they do. It's pretty miserable, but we could make that meaning even more miserable, if you get what I am saying.
We could. And I think that we should. I think your scientists were so dang busy thinking about whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think about whether or not they should. And the answer is that they totally should.
They should.
Because it's hilarious. I love that Saku has just been like commanding a bee army for like the last like 8 minutes.
It's almost like she's the queen bee.
Oh my god, she is though.
Right?
I mean, she is the maple queen.
Maple queen bee.
Yeah.
Those bees are protecting her.
Canada is known for its thriving swarms of maple bees.
Yes. It's true. I'm Canadian, I would know.
Exactly. Weirdly, the maple bee is the national bird of Canada.
Okay, well that one's news to me, but I'm not gonna deny it.
I went to school in Michigan, and so I feel like despite never having studied it properly, I have like an adjacent level of understanding of Canada and Canada culture. So I'm pretty sure I'm right about that one.
I'll allow it.
Okay, Saku is in one hit KO again.
Big John is making his way up to Turtle Rock.
Okay, Jiggles My Puffs has an incredible, groundbreaking, revolutionary idea, which is to replace the duck with a swarm of bees.
I would like to second this motion.
Yeah, I would like to second this emotion because that's making me have all the feels and they are good.
Big John's gonna be checking Spike Cave, which we know has garbage. I think he might be looking for the bow. I don't know if he knows that he does, or that he probably won't need it.
Yeah, that's an interesting. I mean, that's a hard thing to think about. So I don't blame him for that. Okay, Saku having a brief reprieve here from the one-hit KO, but she's gonna have to hurry, and she's gonna have to do it with this bee swarm around her, her little army, her little militia of bees, and she gets it.
I think that bomb jump might be a little tough because the floor is dark, your shadow is dark, the walls are dark. It's a tough one to do, and then she's using her Maple Queen sprite, so the shadow is even more difficult to see.
Yeah, God, did you see that bee army just wreck those enemies in that room? That was incredible. All right, so Saku dropping in shortly to her last boss fight. Big John heading into his last dungeon and unfortunately getting bopped by that spike roller out in the overworld, which is a thing you're totally used to dealing with.
Sakura not checking any more chests. She says, no, I'm done with this dungeon. I want out.
Oh my god.
We say no. I want to see that bomb jump again.
Oh my god. Bees. God, look at the professionalism though. Look, there's just no hesitation. She's like right back in there. Clutch Canaburna, she says, I see your one-hit KO. I do not respect it.
I've done this before. I'll do it again.
But I will take one more try.
Oh goodness, this is wonderful.
So I did actually, I sympathize with Saku, and the last one of these that I did versus Willard, I think I got insta-killed, I think it was like 22 times in a row in pod.
Oof.
Which was just fun. And I hope that she's having as much fun as I did.
Oh, absolutely. She's got to be. Like, there's nothing but fun to be had here.
Yeah. I'm a little bit curious as to what she's doing here.
She wants the chest? That's the only thing I could think.
I hope she is happy with her prize. We were talking earlier about how healthy this seed was, and I think the great thing is that it doesn't matter how healthy the seed is if you keep getting insta-killed.
Mm-hmm. Either insta-killed or one-hit KO'd.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Ask and you shall receive. Detective John Kimball, us commentators want you to know that we appreciate your bees. Even if not everyone else does.
Yeah, most definitely. So chat sending, green potions, which is also kind of nice. I would say that that's the bees of potions.
Yeah, I guess. So they're okay, I guess. Not quite the same as bees, but if it had to be a potion, I guess that would be the one to send.
Right.
The one thing I don't like about the green potion is that it refills your magic, right? And your magic is used for the Cane of Burna. And the Cane of Burna is used to get through a lot of the trash.
Okay, Saku gonna have to be careful here.
Big John making good progress through Turtle Rock. It'd be nice, no, this is my opinion, it'd be nice to see this whole section again. So before he gets to the door that goes outside, I would really like to see this again.
Yeah, most definitely. Walking back through Turtle Rock is a lot of fun.
So much fun. It may even be the funnest.
Okay, now I find this interesting that Saku is opting not to go try and get fairies.
I honestly think she's just had enough of this dungeon. She doesn't want to see anymore. I can't blame her.
I think maybe she's just saying, like, look, fine, you guys wanted one-hit KO. Okay, or now she's looking at the potions. And she's like, oh, they're all green. The thief is not letting her pick up the thing.
He's not
there
hurting,
you go.
But he's just impairing. This will be a quick and easy Lynn Mollis fight.
Yeah, good use of this Cane of Burna and Butter Sword to make this happen. All right, with that, Saku is our first player to get all 7 crystals, and so she will be on her way to Ganon's Tower. So yeah, GG to Saku. We joke around a lot. We want to see, tons of fun stuff happening. We love to watch the runners, struggle a little bit. But, huge props to both of our runners for being super duper troopers and, pushing through some of these more painful sections. And Saku gonna go buy some better potions, I think.
I can't say I blame her.
No, not at all.
Again, she won't be able to use them if she's dead. Just saying. They don't really do much. That is an excellent point. They don't really do much when you're in one-hit KO.
Yeah, the best time to put somebody in one-hit KO or to make them dead is right after they've used one of those potions to make themselves more alive.
Get that adrenaline going. That's an interesting place for a pokey.
I mean, there really are very few uninteresting places for a pokey.
Oh, but this one I think is my favorite.
I mean, fair.
On like a little 1x1 island type deal.
Big John taking a slightly unorthodox route through that dark platform maze in Turtle Rock.
He made it though.
Yeah, excellent job. And with Mirror Shield, this is going to be pretty safe little laser bridge here. But he is going to take that safety door, and I think that's a heads up play. It's a solid bit race play, interactive race play. All right, so as Saku makes her way into GT here, before we get to the tower climb, where I'm sure things will get really, really fun for her, just want to remind you guys about some other interactive races that we have coming up in the not-too-distant future. On July 14th, we've got a Super Mario World interactive race, which is going to be between Big John and Author Blues, which is going to be a lot of fun. Both of those guys, super duper cool, super duper good at Mario, and that's going to be a heck of a race. So definitely go mess with those guys. And then on July 28th, we have got another Mario interactive race, but this time with a brand new game to the platform. So that's going to be a Super Mario Bros. 3 race with all of the interactivity that you guys have come to love. And we've got quite a lineup for that, because that is going to be the one and only Mitch Flower Power versus the incredible, incomparable Skybills. And so definitely come check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun. Super Mario Bros. 3 can be a brutal game, but when you're playing at the level that those two players are, even the smallest little change can have sort of drastic effects. So that's
like a kick console.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we do get the ALG stomp effect before that race. I'm gonna have to talk to Carcat about that, but he may have reservations. I don't know.
Just a personal opinion.
Yeah, I think it's the most important effect.
I agree.
Speaking of the most important effect, Saku getting a little bit bodied by that one-hit KO spell that was active.
We've got Big John going into GT now, not too far behind, which is good news. I like a good close race.
Yeah, most definitely.
As close as possible.
And yeah, you guys did a great job of evening this up. All that time, Saku ended up spending in Ice Palace. Definitely helping out here.
Sakura disrespecting your bees again.
Yeah, she seems to have a problem with bees.
Maybe she's allergic.
She could be.
Oh, I like this room. Where's the chest?
Where is the chest?
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. It's under the BMOS. Saku with the huge heads up play there, getting the Cane of Burna out and walking into the thing to get the chest. That was great. I'm not gonna lie. That was great.
The BMOS.
Oh baby. So Big John, I think, skipped a key in that room just now. By the way,
no,
oh wait,
no, it's actually in this room.
Oh, okay.
I saw Sakura pick it up not too long ago.
Oh right, that's what that key was. Yeah. Super tiles are confusing. Wouldn't it be disgusting if they randomize these warps?
Yes, I was just about to suggest that. New suggestion. We should randomize these warps.
God, that would be so brutal.
No, it'd be fun.
I think technically the sequences in there are actually one way. I think so you'd have to run through the basement over and over.
Yeah.
And there is that big key in Rando Room in the top right chest. So Saku is on her way up the tower. And I hope we made it clear to you guys just how important this tower is. This tower is serious business, and it's a lot of fun when you're at the top of it, and then you find yourself at the bottom of it.
Yeah. Have you guys ever played Snakes and Ladders? So right now this is the ladder, okay? And we need to get to the snake.
Wait, or are we the snakes? Is that wait?
No, we need to get to the snake. We need our runners provide the snake. Have you ever played Getting Over It?
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Ride the snake. You gotta ride the snake.
I gotcha. That game being brought up is triggering my traumatic issues. That game hurt me deeply. All right, so Big John about to get his big keys. This is pretty close.
Sakura's gonna go farm some fairies. So you know what we need to do first, Twitch chat, is we need to dispose of all the fairies that she's getting. Remember, this is part of the plan. Step 1, dispose of fairies.
Which step is profit?
The fun part.
Oh, like that's our reward.
Yeah.
It's just the fun we had along the way.
Mm-hmm. The friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
We can work together. We can make this happen. I believe. I believe in you, Twitch chat.
So honestly, these enemies that we're seeing in the gauntlet here, these are pretty generous. Getting all of those Ropas and Popos in here is actually pretty straightforward. And even those Hinoxes, their AI doesn't really do so well in some of these rooms, so...
Sakura trying so hard not to touch anything.
Oh, baby.
Oh dang, she touched it. Alright, so Sakura now has an empty bottle.
I feel like chat knows what to do at this point.
Mm-hmm. We're very well practiced in this. You guys are masters at this part.
They are delightful little worker bees. Oh, baby. Okay, this is a fun room.
Look at that confetti.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. These sprites. Oh god, good thing that
was
one-hit KO expired.
All right, who are we gonna have instead of Lanmo 2?
Saku faced with an interesting choice.
She decides to eat the fairy. Alright, Big John is hot on her heels.
Saku making quick work of that Mothula with the Butter Sword. It actually does the same damage as the Temper Sword on him in Randomizer, but still just 4 slashes. And with no spikes on the walls and stuff, it's a pretty free boss, actually.
No conveyors.
Nicely done in that what is ordinarily a Wizrobe room. That mini Mold Arm is actually kind of troublesome in there.
Oh, this is a good room. I like this one. Those little mini Helmas.
Yeah, on the conveyors, that's pretty neato. Oh baby. Crowdfunding works.
All right. I don't believe Sakura has any more fairies.
Yeah, I think she is out.
No. Dang. Okay, she's got one more fairy. Big John is trying to get through the icy conveyor spike room of the gauntlet. Not too far behind Sakura.
Okay, this room might be one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
I like it.
Yep. Oh no.
Beautiful. Oof.
Oh baby.
This room? You know what I call this room?
What do you call this room?
Fun. Just pure, straight up fun.
I agree. This is like... Oh god. This is like an amusement park, you know? Like, it's unadulterated fun. Just nonstop. Oh my god.
Oh no! Welp. Alright, Big John is now only one room away. This is anybody's race.
I wonder, does she have another fairy? Okay, she does.
I'm not sure if that one was a gift or not.
Yeah, I'm also not sure if she realized that was gonna happen or not. Okay, but she made it through.
Oh, Big John having the same troubles in the same room.
Oh my god.
Hate to see that happen.
I mean, do we, though?
No, I love it.
Yeah.
I love that Popo just kind of like chilling over there. Ooh,
oh my god. Saku hoping for some kind of bailout up here in those.
Literally anything. This is a good toss. Of the confetti.
Yep. Okay. Too late.
Oh darn. Oh no. Oh, she's gonna try it again. She's determined
Yeah,
to
it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Okay, she just said screw it. Oh baby! This
oh boy. Oh boy.
This cold chair fight. Oh my goodness.
Alright, both are runners on Cold Stare. Should be a fairly easy fight for them. It's only a few hits for Cold Stare with Butter Sword, so it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be, being keyword.
Yeah, not too bad, but god, we've got basically sync here between our two players.
Pretty much. It would be awful if they both died.
Yeah.
I want to see the gauntlet 2 more times, 1 on each side. I think we can make that happen.
Oh god, I think I just saw a thing in chat, by the way. I did see a thing in chat.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, now do it again, except on Big John's side. We can't.
Yeah, we gotta make this happen.
We gotta be fair. This is a really spooky dark Aga 2 room.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Okay, so Big John didn't get killed, but he does have 1-hit KO on. I thought he just got hit.
Gonna be enough.
Oh, there we go.
Very good, very good.
Oh, he has a fairy. Okay, we're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah, one more time, one more time.
Fun.
I don't know how many more fairies he has. Oh
Yo.
no! No!
Oh god. Damn it. Wow.
What luck.
Oh my goodness.
How many more fairies does he have?
I don't know, but just FYI, you can still kill him during the cutscene.
Just saying. It can still happen. There's still time. Dang.
I'm so sad.
Me too. It was the thought that counts, though.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's not too late. It is not too late. We could see this Ganon fight several times, and I personally would be okay with that.
Yeah, I think this is a great time for some control swap and inversion.
Mm-hmm.
And some ice physics.
Ooh, yes.
It's a spicy combo.
1-hit KO plus ice physics?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Perhaps? And I don't think he has any more fairies.
Yeah, I think he's probably out. Some 1-hit KO would definitely not go amiss here.
Oh, he does have another fairy.
Oh god, what a jerk.
We can only hope for slippery floors and that he falls off.
I feel like Big John doesn't like fun.
No, I don't think so.
Ha. Okay,
Oh, no.
well that was a good play.
I like that. I like that. Very good. Having to switch it up. Oh, no.
Baby.
Okay, he does have a fairy,
Yup.
but that's his last one. Oh, no.
my God.
Yes! I loved it. Wait, where'd that fairy come from?
Where did that fairy come from? Oh my god. Guys, he's disrespecting you.
The bees. Somebody sent him
So
some
hard.
wonderful bees, and he says, no, I don't even want your bees.
This is gonna be one of those finishes where all of my clenching muscles are engaged.
Same. Sakura making good progress back up through the gauntlet.
Somebody is sending John a pity arrow.
Mmm.
Oh, and that will do it. Okay, FYI,
You can still
die in
kill
the
him.
fanfare. You can die in the fanfare.
Yes! Oh, that was beautiful! I'm so proud of you guys.
Chat, you
guys,
you are the real heroes. You guys are.
You're
giving me. What are you giving me? You're giving me murder realness, and I'm loving it right now.
I'm so proud of you guys. You guys timed that impeccably. Impeccable timing by you, Twitch chat.
Meanwhile, Saku back on that murderously bad torches room.
This is my favorite room.
That room is so epically terrible. It's so good.
It's so good. Can you hit that far right torch from the bottom, like in front of the door?
Ooh, you know, I bet you can.
I feel like that might be the better way to do it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bees. Alright, Big John is on the third phase of again and again. Just saying. He's got 5 arrows. He's over the pit. And he's down the pit! Oh no! His swarm! Oh geez, alright. Emosaur's power went out, so I will be completing this with you guys. You're in luck. Alright, Big John taking a fall. Just terrible, terrible luck. Sakura still in the 4 torch room with this giant spike guy. Oh god, I love this. This is the most fun. Alright, Sakura making it through that terrible, terrible torch room. Big John is going back into the Ganon fight for the 3rd time. I mean, like, I don't think 3 is enough. I would like to see 5 Ganon fights. I think we can make that happen, Twitch chat. We can work together.
Hey, yo. Can you
Hello,
hear
welcome
me?
back.
I am not back.
You are a
On
robot.
my phone. But I take it that they killed Big John again.
You're a wonderful robot. Oh boy. Alright, Sakura on the 2nd torch room. Big John is on the 4th and final phase. He's got 10 arrows. Who gave him arrows? Come on, Twitch chat. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Very good, very good. Beautiful. Big John taking another death. He's got a fairy. So we'll see how that turns out for him. He's got another fairy in his inventory. Somebody was being very kind to him by giving him a fairy. We're making good work through that part of Cold Stare. The Moldorm 2 fight. Big John taking another fall. We're just about done with Cold Stare here. Very clean fight. Almost effortless. Little did she know, she probably could have just skipped it and hugshotted without having to actually fight Cold Stare. Big John making his way back to Ganon for like the 4th or 5th time, something like that. Sakura making it to Aga 2. Using the swag dashes. Very nice, very nice. Somebody's swapping her D-pad? Oh my goodness. Alright, Big John on the final phase of Ganon. Getting the torch glitch, very nice. He's got a lot of arrows. We'll see how that goes. Almost a double there, I think. No arrows? Oh, and now he has the infinite arrow. I don't know if he realizes, but he does have infinite arrows right now. Oh, he does. Perfect. Oh, and taking a fall! Oh no! He was so close! Sakura just about done with this Aga 2 fight. Big John going back into Ganon for what feels like the 100th time. Her missing the swag dash with the net. There we go. Very good fight. Good fight for Sakura with that swag net. He was fluting over to Ganon. Very close fight. Big John's on the 3rd phase of Ganon. Sakura going to collect a fairy first. She's full up on fairies. She cannot hold any more fairies. And she's dropped into the Ganon fight. This is a very close race, Twitch chat. Sakura will make this 1st and 2nd phase very quick with that butter sword. Big John on the 4th phase with infinite arrows. Sakura has 50 arrows. Big John getting the torch glitch once again. Almost done. And that's it. That's it. He could still die in this cutscene, but we'll see. We'll see. And that's it. That's time for Big John. Very good. Very clean fight. Very close. Very close race. Very close race. That's what we like to see here. So GG's to Big John for winning the race. And GG's to Sakura not too long afterwards. Not too late on that. Very, very good race. Give GG's to both our runners here. That was a wonderful, wonderful race. Very good. We should be getting them in here for a bit of an interview. But again, we had a great race between the two. You guys did great. I'm so proud of you, Twitch chat. All right, we've got Big John. I think we can bring him in. We should be able to bring him in. Oh, they're both here. Let's bring them both in. Hello, Big John and Sakura. Welcome. Congratulations to both of you for completing that wonderful seed.
I'm not sure if I'm even here.
You are. Yes, congratulations. Hello.
Okay.
Congratulations. That was,
you know what?
That was a wild ride.
First of all, I know the chat was teamed up against us. Ain't no way in the world we could have finished that close to each other.
Oh, there was definitely conspiring. 100%.
You know what? I hate and love you all. I really do. You know what? Here's my problem. First of all, I went to Skullwoods and I thought I had gotten both items. And that started the problem.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, the hammer, then the flute was like not so far away from it. Oh, you know, I'm so mad.
Yeah, it was a good chain. It was a good chain of events there. No, not really so much for yourself, but it was quite the string of items.
I hate this game. I'm sticking to Mario. I'm telling you, man. You know, I swear, it's like every time you do a race like this, it's always that one time you do a race and you forget something, and it's that one thing I forgot that just.
It's always that one spot. Always that one spot. We were both like, oh man, if only he had seen what was on the bumper ledge, he would be looking for the cape instead of literally anything else.
And I totally never even looked because you know, with that Force Aga one, and then when I went by, I didn't even go up there. I was like, well, I'll just, because I went elsewhere. You know, I went to like Catfish and, you know, oh my goodness gracious, that was crazy, man.
No, you put on an understatement.
Hey, I'm proud of myself as a non-Zelda player, though. I thank you very much.
No, you did great. I'm impressed with both of you. How did you both feel about the bees?
You know what?
I'm now
who is it? John Kimball. Look, I don't want no honey. Just no, don't give them to me. Every time I saw one, I was like, first of all, you know what? When we got to Gan's Tower, and when I beat Gan, I already knew I was gonna get killed. That's, as someone who's commentated, I didn't get happy. I'm like, okay, here come the deaths. You know, flush out all those fairies and make us do the. I'm surprised that we didn't have to do the climb again. Honestly, I didn't have to. Did you have to? Sakura, did you ever do it twice?
Do which twice? Sorry.
The tower, Ganon's Tower, the gauntlet.
Oh man. Yes. I thought, I'm like, okay, I got this on lockdown. I got some fairies. I let go of all the bees. I'm like, I got this. And then I got to Torch Room. And then I was like, what the heck is this giant thing in the middle here? How am I supposed to do this? And so, like, I kept walking off the edge. I kept dying. I lost all my fairies. And then I get to the top, and I just make it through Cole's Stair, which is upstairs in Moldorm 2 location. And then as soon as I'm like, okay, I have this in the bag. I've got it. And then somebody throws me an instant kill as I'm walking to Agate 2. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm doing this again.
See, I knew I had to be behind. Like, I was like, how would she not finish? I said, the only way I thought you hadn't finished was because the chat was just lighting into you. They were just like killing you left and right and death. Because I'm like, I know I was so far behind with not getting the hammer when I should have gotten it.
Ice Palace was my problem. It wasn't even Ganon's tower. It was Ice Palace. So many bees. I had no powder, so I couldn't stock up fairies. So it was like one-hit KOs and bees the whole way down.
Oh my gosh.
And then I got all the way to the bottom, got into the boss room, instant death. I'm like, oh no.
I will admit, I maybe had some part in the bees. But
wow.
So, Sakura, we have officially dubbed you as the Queen Bee.
Queen Bee, yeah, that actually, I like it.
The Maple Queen Bee.
Oh man, it was funny though. Like, Ice Palace, I was debating on leaving and running up Death Mountain because I know there's fairies there. Or I think there's fairies in where I Houlihan room all the time. So I was debating on just going and stocking up for Ice Palace before going back in. But then I knew that somebody had deactivated my flute. And so I was like, well, I can't just flute over there. I have to actually walk, and no.
See, that's what my strategy was, and not to get the flute until 2.5 hours in the run. You had to worry about them turning it off. See,
I actually
was
feel
hammer
like
searching hard. I
routing,
was really looking forward.
I feel like my routing was like really good.
Yeah.
Like I had hammer early. I had cleared all of Light World except for Zora because somebody stole all my rupees before I could get it.
Had a part in that too.
Wow, even the commentators are against us. What's going on with that?
Well, we're here for fun. But yeah, Sakura, you struggled with finding the hookshot for quite a while.
Yep.
While Big John was looking for the cape to hammer to flute sequence.
Okay, so you must have, instead of going to like Catfish and pick up the book and everything, you must have dipped into Pod early.
Yeah, so I went to Pod early, and I realized, well, can't get any farther with the hammer. Then I got the book, and I went straight to Desert. I'm like, okay, I did that. I dipped in, like, I'm sure it's not gonna be the first item in Swamp. So I went there, I went to Ice, got disappointed. And I was like, then I was sat there for like 30 seconds, like, okay, what did I not do? Something I did not do. And I realized that, did I get both items in Skull Woods? I thought I did, but I was like, well, I didn't go back to the big chest, and well, there it was. That started that whole chain reaction, so rip, I'm so ashamed.
Yeah, it was quite an interesting seed, despite, you know, all the struggles that you guys had to go through. It wasn't Agaseed. It was your only access to Dark World. The hammer was in a strange location. Bow was on Laser Bridge. Hookshot was in Pendant Pod. It was definitely a wild ride the whole way through.
No, it was great. I had a ton of fun, and I like, as much as this was a race against Big John, I felt like this was like, I don't know, my war against chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what, because when I realized for a long period of time, like, they're not doing anything to me. I'm like, they must be just bodying and assaulting you to no end. Because when I realized that it took so long for me to get the hammer, I'm like, okay, while I'm lost trying to find an item that has literally nothing to do with anything, like, they're just attacking you. Once I get some progress, like, okay, we'll go back on worry about him a little bit later. So I don't know what was happening, but I got to go watch it because I know they got you because I know they were waiting for me to catch up probably.
Oh no, it was a ton of fun. Everyone knows that I love being trolled, so it's good. I like it. It also these things I feel like make me a better player because I have to kind of improvise on the fly. And the one thing I had no idea, so this was an atomizer, and I knew it was going to be an atomizer. I had no idea it was going to be a pot shuffle. So I picked up the first pot in Eastern, and immediately I turned to go to the door, and I was like, wait a second, why is the door not open? And then I realized that the switches were, it was so good. I don't know, but I knew on the last trip up Ganon's tower, I'm like, Big John's ahead because they've eased up on me, and so I'm like, yeah, it's got to be that. Yeah.
Let me tell you this. One of my favorite effects that I enjoy is controller inversion, but I didn't realize how much I don't enjoy it when I'm actually one getting affected by it. Because, there's I walked off the lid. I was at Ganon, and I literally just walked right off because I was like, which button is right? And I forgot that my controller had been swapped. So I pressed the wrong side and walked off. And then one time I just walked off by my own merit with no effects. I'm like, you know what? That doggone controller inversion, man. Oh, it's so good, but it's
oh, it's so much fun to watch.
Y'all got me good, man. Y'all got me good a couple times on that one. But I'm still waiting for that controller chaos where we completely randomize all the buttons. Just up is start and A is left, and that's what I'm waiting for.
Ooh, that'd be a good one. We'll suggest that.
I gave y'all plenty of map checks. I tell you, I know I did, man. I was like, God, what button is that? I should have got another controller with the button swapped or something. But oh man, that was some good stuff. I really had a good time with this. This is especially with Entermizer. I feel like we didn't get trolled as much on Entermizer as I thought we would because we got so many landmarks. I mean, God, it was like desert everywhere.
Yeah, I think there were 3 landmarks.
Yeah.
That I saw. That I remember.
Yeah, 3 landmarks.
Yeah, I was really shocked. Because I was like,
yeah, it was. Ice Palace was Lambo. I don't even know. I think Desert was vanilla.
Yeah, Desert was vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
And
what I was worried about was we would get to a boss and would not have the equipment to beat it. That didn't happen one time, at least not for me. That's what I was concerned about.
Oh, Emo and I were both very impressed at your quick thinking on the Helmasaur fight. Neither of you had the hammer, and you were both using bombs.
Oh yeah, man,
you both did very well on that fight. It was very impressive.
That's what I get for watching you all do Zelda speedruns. See? Yeah, you know what time on the bounce.
That was scary. Somebody had changed my controls around. I think I was in one hit KO at the beginning of that fight, so I was like, oh my god, if I get hit by one fireball, I'm wrecked. So
oh yeah.
I was just sometimes I had to just wait it out and just dodge everything to make sure just make sure that it's going good.
Yeah, I feel like I used that blue cane way too much in this seed. Oh my goodness, that was my best run, I'll tell you that. All those one-hit knockouts I was put on, and gosh, man, why is chat so mean? I know one fight I was using the red cane and everything at the same time. I was throwing everything.
Yeah, you had a very good Armos fight without the bow. You did have butter, which made it a little bit easier, but using the cane of Samaria on Armos was very good too.
Yeah, that's why I like this so much. You have to be creative with your fights and stuff, and it's definitely cool. I'm telling you, if you all who are watching have never played the Entermizer, it's just a whole nother level of complexity because a lot of the logic that you typically would have, you may not have to worry about it because okay, you have to have bow here, but hey, the enemies are randomized, so maybe you don't need bow and stuff. It's really cool, man. Entermizer is become my favorite thing a little bit. It really is fun.
Yeah, no, Enemizer is a ton of fun. I enjoy it. I am really excited that they've added Enemizer to interactive races. So I accidentally forgot to stop my timer. Whoops. I just realized that we were like 10 seconds off. That was crazy. I can't believe it. Just like, oh my god. You fanfare sniped me. I was sad.
Oh my goodness.
I killed Ganon. I'm like, yes, I've got it. I've done it. I've won my first bit race. And then I saw you finished, and I was like, no.
You know what? Being on the flip side of this, just like when the race between Ryukai and Pooh, I was like, you know, this chat loves killing y'all. Oh, the chat has this way of, if someone's like ahead or behind, to kind of meet us together at the final boss, you know? And eventually when everybody's broke or finish unleashing their whole wrath against us, they're like, okay, let's let them finish now. After what, 3 hours? You know? That's it's fun. It's really cool like that, man. They try to keep it close, you know, but I didn't get happy, man. I was waiting for them to kill me again, honestly, because I only had 2 fairies left. I'm like, they're gonna get me twice, and I'm gonna be walking back into Ganon's fight one more time. But I don't know. It's always good stuff, yo.
No, it was so fun. I didn't do Thieves Town. Like, I dipped in the first 4 chests I left. I didn't do Pod. As soon as I found the hookshot in Pod, I was out. So I did get the green pendant in Hera. That was a waste of time.
Yeah, I know that feel.
But
definitely not a bad dip, though. Not a bad decision.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, I was like, okay, I have Ice, Swamp, and Pod left to do, and like all the rest of Thieves Town. So let me just quickly take a dip into Pod, because the fact that I have gotten everything outside of Pod is kind of strange, because Pod seems to have an unusual, like, it's of course like biased by myself for whatever seeds I've done, but yeah, I've always seemed to find at least one thing in there. So I was like, all right, let's go to Pod instead of, you know, Swamp and Ice, and if it's not, it's not. But yeah, no, it's so good. I had fun, and I'm really excited to watch this back. I know you and Emo would have done a phenomenal job, and I'm so happy that you guys were here to do this today. And thank you so much to our trackers, to Head Slayer and Miss Metroid. So super appreciated.
Yes, thank you guys for racing and for putting on a wonderful event. Again, we have another bit race, I believe, next week with Super Mario World. I think, Big John, you are in that one. With Author Blues. That'll be fun. I'm
gonna get bodied.
And then a couple weeks from now, we have Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Interactive Race. With Mitch Flower Power and Sky Bills. So that one will definitely be one you don't want to miss, because that's the first time we're doing an NES game.
Yes, so I'm so happy for that. Yeah. Don't miss that rando. That's good stuff, yo.
It'll be so good. And I know that there's also, I believe, a Super Metroid A Link to the Past rando in the works as well. Mm-hmm. So that'll be great. So you're definitely gonna want to follow Speed Gaming, because every Saturday there's an interactive race. Come watch, come troll the runners. It's great. Everyone wins.
Yep. Until we lose. Yep. Right. That works.
Until we lose by 12 seconds.
Oh my goodness. There's no way I should have won that. Oh my goodness. I feel so bad, because I feel like I was like a good hour behind.
Good. No, it was so good. I had so much fun.
Oh my goodness. Why do I even do these things for, I tell you?
I think it's pretty safe to say that the winner here was Twitch chat.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Twitch chat.
They win every time.
We are the losers. You all win. 2,000 weight top for first.
Yeah, no, Like I said, I had a ton of fun. I'm really glad that I got the opportunity to race you after what happened the last time.
Oh yeah, I know. Me too. I'm so glad.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
It was so fun. So we'll need to do it again. I need to learn some Super Metroid stuff so that I can race you in that one day. And we'll have
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Look now, I can't be branching out to all these strange game series now.
Or Super Mario. Sorry, what did I say? Metroid?
look. Now, I mean, I could try. I only played Metroid once in my life, and that was blind. And my chat went crazy. Oh my god! Everybody in the world knows Super Metroid except me. You know, I need me a Game Winners Guide, Game Fact, IGN, everything for that one. So it might be a while before we do that one. I'll tell you that.
Yep. Next time, I will learn Super Mario World. And next time, that's gonna be the showdown place. And then guess who's gonna be getting all the trolls? Because I'm gonna be behind.
Oh lordy! Hush! Shh. Don't say that. Yeah. Don't say. Oh well.
Yeah. Thank you again so much, everyone. Thank you to chat. Thank you to Feeny and Emo, and thank you so much to Big John for racing me. Thank you to Speed Gaming for allowing us the opportunity to host this on the channel. It's really, really appreciated. And of course, our fantastic trackers. Thank you guys as well. So.
Oh yeah. Yes, thank you, everybody. I hate to be redundant, so I'll just say thank you, everybody. And of course, don't miss the next ones, y'all. Make sure you check all these races. Make sure you follow these commentators and follow us if you just like us, maybe. I don't know. You don't have to. But and of course, Speed Gaming. You're here. You always watching Speed. How many of y'all watch Speed Gaming like 90% of the time in the week? Like, who cares about TV? You're probably watching all, especially with the random tournament going on. God, that's winding down too, man. So much going on. So. But yo, thank you so much. Had a blast. I can't wait to fill again next weekend.
Good luck, Big John.
Go get me a drink. I don't even drink. I'm gonna go probably some Fanta or something.
Did you say Fanta?
Yeah, Fanta. I don't drink. I'm gonna get some Fanta, some Shirley Temple
Fanta?
Or. You don't know what? See what you got have in Canada? You don't have Fanta. What are you drinking?
Yes, we
Canada?
do have Fanta. It's a Coca-Cola product.
Sorry, I just drank.
I gotta take you to the grocery store when you come back to the United States.
Yeah.
Just gonna walk down the soda aisle and show you what's here. You ever heard of Tahitian treat?
What? No.
See, I know you're too young for that. You don't like. You're too young for that stuff. Somebody in chat knows what Tahitian treat is. It's one of the best things ever.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry.
I know. I'm hungry too. I want to talk about it.
All right. Well, thank you guys again so much. I'm going to head out, and thank you again to everyone so much. Honestly, really appreciated. You guys are fantastic.
Yes, thank you so much for racing. We have another race coming in here very shortly. I have no idea what it is, but I bet you it will be a blast. So you can stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up shortly, 10-20 minutes-ish. But yeah, thank you, everybody. Make sure you follow your runners. Follow the family of Speed Gaming channels, 1 through, I think we're up to 5 now. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your night, everybody. We'll see you all on the flip side.